1027 WNEW, New York.
Hawk Facts.
Broadcasting live from beautiful Midtown Manhattan, where on a clear night you could almost see all 72 aircraft gates at LaGuardia Airport. It's the Ron and Fez Show, and I'm your announcer, Hawk. And now let's introduce your hosts, the guys who warned you about traveling to Israel way before the State Department did. Here they are, Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley, radio's frequent flyers.
Fez.
Ron and Fez.
Hey.
Everybody come see the greatest show. Gather up all juggalos and roll. Everybody come see the greatest show. Gather up all juggalos and roll. Down, Diddy, down, get your ass out the way. 'Cause here we come and we bringing this spectacle. Indian town, we got creep shows.
Freak shows.
Most people don't like these.
Oddities.
Most people would love them.
Oddities.
If you think it's too good for us, night show freaks, let me know. And I'ma whip smack your cheeks. Come on.
Oh, buddies. We back. Get in, buddies. After a long Easter weekend, Fezzy, the Ron and Fez Show back live on the air.
Constantly telling you people we're live. We're Ron and Fez.
The beautiful 888 building in lovely Midtown Manhattan.
If you're ever in the neighborhood of West 57th Street, please stop by.
Fun show tonight. If you're fans of the website The Onion, you guys read The Onion? We've got some of their writers coming on the program a little later on this evening. They're getting a lot of heat, Fuzzy.
People loving that onion.
Also, I think we're going to do a big-ass simulcast on not just the Osbournes tonight, watch the Osbournes with you, but also a brand-new TV show called Sweet Spot, starring Bill Murray and his brothers.
Now, that's on Comedy Central, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it's Bill Murray and his brothers playing golf.
Playing golf and being funny.
And busting each other's chops.
There it is, Fuzzy. Here's a half hour of this. Now, how can it
That's awful.
How can it not be funny with the Murray brothers? Who's funnier than Bill Murray and his brothers? And I'm only guessing Bill, because I don't know. Oh, all right, Brian Doyle Murray, I know. And that's it.
This is such a great chance for the brothers to get on TV. John Murray, I haven't seen him since, of course, the part he played in Scrooge and the great movie called Moving Violations.
Moving Violations was in, 83, 84?
Co-starring Wendy Jo Sperber. And then Joel Murray, I think he was on Dharma and Greg.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think he was the obnoxious co-worker on Dharma and Greg.
Billy wrote something up and then erased it.
And then
John Cruston, what?
Then poured a drink on it.
Yeah. Oh, writer for The Onion. Okay. Thank you very much, Billy.
Thank you. We're talking about the Murray brothers.
Yeah, we moved on.
The person you're trying to reach is drunk. Please try your call again.
Billy is back off the wagon and into our lives.
Yes, the Easter Bunny was nice enough to bring him some Jack Daniels-filled eggs.
Now, I looked around for Joe Pooh and his extended vacation. Still going on, Fez?
Still extended, Ronnie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long one.
The extension continues.
So if you bet over in the over-under, quick, go pick up your money.
More extensions than my friends Karima and Akima up in Harlem.
Oh, because they wear the hair extensions.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Kia Boy wants to know already, will Paulo be playing the waiter on the Sweet Spot? Yeah, I don't know. And then Sheep Lover says, Jersey Rich knows Bill Murray's kid. Well, that's none of our business. So the Murray Brothers show tonight, Fezzy, should be good.
I hope so.
Yeah, I am too.
I want to like it. It's one of those shows that I really want to like.
All right, here's some people that think they know about the other non-Bill Murray brothers. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dan.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, buddy. How are you?
The guy, what's his name, Joel Murray?
Yeah.
He was in One Crazy Summer with John Cusack.
Wow.
Remember with Bobcat Goldthwait and the other guy?
All right, now I kind of remember a kind of fat-faced guy who did come up like a Murray brother.
Yeah, he was Cusack's friend.
He's fat-faced, that's for sure.
Now, is he the same one that was in the movie Violations, Fez?
No, it's the other one.
No, that's John Murray.
All right, so that's John Murray.
That was in Moving Violations and Scrooge.
So Joe Murray in One Crazy Summer, that classic show that we've all loved millions of times.
So,
all right, great.
Is it Joe or is it Joel? I'm getting two different things here. It's Joel with an L.
Yeah. All right, then Billy keeps writing up...
Joe.
Yeah.
Billy freaks around the house.
Which is his favorite bartender?
Let me ask you, Billy, is it Joel or Joe? How's that spelled?
Oh, two O's. All right, fine.
Hey, Sean, you're on Ron Fest.
Hey, Sean.
Guys, I was wondering, is there going to be any dancing in this movie tonight with their other brother, Arthur?
All right, it's not Arthur Murray. We're not going to be doing that kind of bit.
No,
it's not going to go in that.
We weren't even looking for that.
Yeah. Anthony, you're on Ron Fest.
Hey, Anthony. Go ahead, buddy.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. I'm a huge fan of their sister, Anne Murray, the folk singer.
All right, we're not doing that kind of bit tonight, but thank you all the same.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not.
We are not. We never asked for that, or we would have done it ourselves.
Telling you the truth, we're not looking for how many different people named Murray we can shove into this sweet spot show with the Murray brothers. But as many times as I saw that One Crazy Summer, no idea, Fezzy, that was a Murray brother.
I think Joel Murray looks the least like the Murrays. Although Brian Doyle Murray doesn't really look like Bill.
No, when I'm looking back on this now in my mind, that Joel Murray looks exactly like Bill Murray. They all look the same, except for Brian Doyle. And what's the Doyle doing in there? Is he like, that his maiden name?
Yeah, where did he get the Doyle? Was he adopted? Was he Brian Doyle and was adopted by the Murrays?
Obviously, yes. Hey, Dave, you're on Fest.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, guys, I just want to let you guys know that the Murray brothers, they own restaurants called Caddyshack. There's one down in St. Augustine, Florida at the Golf Hall of Fame, and he has another brother. His name is Andy.
Andy Murray. All right. I did hear about these Caddyshack's restaurants that they're...
Aren't they barbecue?
They're slowly going to be opening up around the country, and I think it's just another reason to go golf.
Where Paul Lowe, again, could be a waiter.
What is Paul Lowe waiting for?
This time in real life. He'll bring it. That'll be on his resume. I waited tables in the real Caddyshack.
Jeff, you're on Ron Fez.
How's it going?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, buddies. I just want to know if the show is going to be hosted by game show host Jan Murray.
All right, let me get this straight for the last time. We're not doing that kind of a bit tonight, all right? Fez and I, you haven't heard us do the joke once.
Right.
So here's all we ask you. Do follow our lead.
Please.
Don't go off on your own with is Anne Murray going to be there? Is Arthur Murray going to be teaching?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the way we do things. Here's Paul. Paul, you're on Fez.
Think about the famous twins, Eddie Murray. One played baseball for the Orioles, and the other one's a famous comedian.
All right, first of all, it's Eddie Murphy. And Eddie Murray, not one of the Murray brothers. And also, just one more time, Fez and I not doing a Murray, how many Murrays can you name bit?
No, We learned our lesson with Mr. Dudley Moore.
We're done with that. We're done with that. John, you're on Ron Fez.
Hello, John.
Hey, guys, what's going on? I was just wondering if there was a guy with some hard-rimmed glasses, maybe from Murray from the 80s classic Riptide, was going to be on the show.
I never saw Riptide. And then also, again, Fez and I not doing the kind of bit that you're thinking. That's it.
We're not going to do that.
What do we got? Some kind of, pun rep going, Fez? Some stupid... Find any connection you can.
Well, we've lost all control over the audience. I know that.
I'm going to run with it. Hey, Michael, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I understand they're going to have a caddy helping out this week for 1 week only.
Is that right?
20 years not being on TV. Murray the cop from The Odd Couple.
All right, that's not true. First of all, that's
Al Molinaro.
Yeah, it's
He'll
not,
be there.
No, it's not true. And if anything, he's no more from Happy Days.
True. As Big Al DeVecchio.
All right, but anyway.
I always wonder when someone plays a part and they have to use their real name as their character name. Are they just that slow?
No, maybe the other people they work with are. Maybe that's the only way they're going to be able to recognize people. But, when you get into this, and we appreciate everybody trying to help the show, but don't start bringing up Arthur Murray, Anne Murray. Fez and I just saying that tonight we're going to simulcast the show.
We're being nice.
We're not doing a bit on the Murray name. Hey, Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
10052.
All right, my friend.
Yeah, I was wondering if the great actor F. Murray Abraham's going to be on the show tonight.
He is not a Murray brother.
No, but I did say they're going to re-release Amadeus.
But if you think about it, same skin as Bill Murray.
True, yeah.
Actually,
not the best.
Actually, look more like Bill Murray than Brian Doyle Murray is. Here's Andrew. Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, guys. Hey, that one Murray that was in One Crazy Summer, was it Shemp Murray, I think his name
No, not Shemp Murray. It was Joel.
He was on a TV show with Jay Thomas a couple of years ago. It was pretty successful, where it was set in a bar.
Was it Mark from Mark?
I don't know.
Because Jay Thomas was on that. He ran the diner.
Yeah.
In the later years, where they killed off the grandmother.
And the only thing I know Jay Thomas did with a bar is when he was Carla's husband on Cheers.
Eddie LeBeck.
No, it was right after that.
All right, thanks a lot. I don't remember this at all. Anyway, the Murray brothers do have a show tonight called Sweet Spot where they're going to be out golfing. Hey, Mac, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mac, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing? Big Ass 2030.
All right,
I know who is going to be there tonight.
Who's that?
The great Murray the K.
All right, the fifth Beatle is not one of the Murray brothers.
Oh, damn.
And also, I'm not even going to get into it, but we're not doing that kind of bit. Andy, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hello, Andy.
Hey, I just want to know, is it true that Fred McMurray is going to play the dad in the show?
No, it's not true.
Does that fit in the framework of the night?
No.
He's going to play the dad.
Andy, there is no framework. We're not building a comedy pyramid. This has nothing to do with I think the fact of the matter is, Fez and I took a couple days off, and people miss bad puns, and they're trying to get back with us.
They're trying to take advantage of us. So no Fred McMurray.
It's not happening. All right, I'll kill for another song. Any other song. I'm not, I can't just sit and do this groundhog. Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
What about Murray from Happy Days? Is he going to be there?
Who's Murray from Happy Days?
Who was Murray on Happy Days?
You know, Murray, the fat guy in the discotheque over there.
In the discotheque.
There was a discotheque on Happy Days.
Hey, have a Murray Christmas, all right?
All right. Apparently, he's thinking of Big Al Del Vecchio Fez.
Yes.
And now I'm calling Arnold's a discotheque.
Either that or Living Single, the show starring Ann Gillian. I'm not sure.
Or Making It.
Making It, that's what it is.
Maybe he's thinking of Making It from 1979. Which never
with
made
David
it.
Naughton.
Yeah, which never made it. Although, the theme song went to number 1. Hey, Carol. Carol, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Carol.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carol.
Oh, hi. I heard the unknown comic, Murray Langston, is going to be on the show.
First of all, if you know his name, he's not the unknown comic. Once you know who he is, he's just Murray Langston.
The known comic.
Mm-hmm.
And although
you're quite known, Murray Langston.
Right. And also, I think you could be sued for calling him a comic. Thanks, Carol.
Where more, he's just a guy with a bag on his head.
Wow. Hey, Chucky, baby. Hey, Chucky. Hey, Bert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez, how you doing, boys?
I'm cool in the gang.
Hey, how about Murray Slaughter from the Murray Tyler Moore Show?
Bert, I should have mentioned this. We're not doing that kind of bit. Although Murray Slaughter, much more likable than when he went on the Captain the Love Boat.
Got a little actual strict there.
Yeah. And even offstage started to believe he was a captain.
Yeah, that's true.
Where he would come on Merv Griffin and act
in
way
a dress whites.
Right. Act way more dignified.
Hey, and went nuts and had to find God.
Sure. Like a lunatic. Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I want to know if Murray Amsterdam from the old Dick Van Dyke show is going to be on. Where's your crap detector now, see?
Fez, would you explain to everybody that we're not doing a bit? Because they don't believe me.
It's on so many levels it needs to be explained. We're not trying to find out, first of all, how many Murrays we can name. B, the man's name was Maury Amsterdam.
Right.
Not Murray Amsterdam. And then you just did an Edward G. Robinson impression, not a Maury Amsterdam one.
And
all right, so that's just wrong on so many levels.
And it's where's your God Moses, not where's your crap detector. I don't even know where that comes from.
Where's your crap detector now, Moses?
Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, what about the great talk show host, Murray Povich?
It's Maury Povich.
Maury. Again, it's a Maury.
All right, we're definitely going to big-ass simulcast tonight's show. And it better be good, considering everything we're going through here today. Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, card holder 3032.
That's what I like to hear, buddy.
Now, I know this doesn't fit in with your Murray, your collection of Murrays, but I have the
First of all,
Murray.
we're not doing a collection of Murrays.
No, we don't want a collection of Murrays.
Let's put an end to that rumor right now.
We're putting our collection of Murrays up on eBay. We don't want it.
All right, what do you have for us, Andrew?
I have a Bill Murray spy report.
All right, hold on.
Spy report. Spy report. Spy report.
Yeah.
So I saw him at the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Really? In Chicago? Or
No,
New York?
here.
Yeah.
He was here, and he was with some kid, first of all, who was holding a video camera. And Bill Murray was wearing, like, all sorts of golf apparel. This is totally true. Like, the hat was from, like, one golf course. Like,
right.
He just stepped off of a golf course, it looked like.
That's him.
He gives the kid his video camera, says, go film the parade. He goes over to a hot dog cart and buys, like, 5 hot dogs. And literally, I swear, he puts each one, like, between his fingers as he's chewing one. Like, he's got the, like, other 4, like, loaded, ready to go.
He's starving.
I stood there like an idiot watching him eat these hot dogs.
How could you not?
It was just weird.
Yeah. Now I need a handful of hot dogs. Now I'm starving.
I know, I'm starving some dogs, too. I need 5 hot dogs. Murray style.
The problem is there's no way to get the dirty water dogs up from the street to here.
Yeah.
And still enjoy them.
You have to eat them right there as it's coming out of the dirty water. Because they're almost freezing cold by the time they get up here.
Love that dirty water.
Hey, Tom, you're around the Fez.
Hey, Tom.
The other guy was right, by the way. Joel Murray was in a TV show set in a bar. It was called Love and War.
Well, I don't think I remember this one. No,
Used to be on after Murphy Brown on Monday nights.
With Jay Thomas.
How did I miss it?
Was it only on one season?
It was a couple of years. Susan Day was the woman.
That was the season that Dan Quayle told us not to watch Murphy Brown. So
Correct.
I quit watching.
And
what
you
happened.
think the Sweet Spot is going to feature their grandfather, Fred McMurray?
All right, that's enough of that. Here's...
Now you're just already mentioning other people.
Here's Joe. Joe, you're on the Fez.
Hey, guys, how about the old baseball player Murray Wills?
That's Maury Wills. And how's he not in the Hall of Fame? Is it just racism? Is it the same kind of racism that Denzel was talking about with the Oscars?
Well, now that Halle Berry's kicked that door open, I'm sure he'll be inducted.
Did she kick open the door to Cooperstown, though? Do you realize in all these years, not one black ball player is in the Baseball Hall of Fame? Not one. That is ridiculous when you think about it.
You know, I never noticed that before, but damn it, you're right.
Not one. Every year they put guys up, and every year they're voted down. What the hell's going on there?
Doors need to be kicked in.
Doors need, or at least a window.
Or at least sneak in the back way. Something needs to be kicked.
All right, Bobby gives us on the instant feedback here,
Spy report. Radio insider.
Ooh.
Spy report.
All right, the crap detector guy used that line on Don and Mike's show. He got a laugh, so I thought he'd try. So I guess he thought he'd try it on you too. That's so funny.
Radio insider. Spy report.
All right,
Should have quit while you were ahead, crap detector.
He gets a laugh on one show, so obviously why not trying to call another show later on with the same line?
He's sitting down with his wife after dinner. I gotta try that crap detector line with Ron first.
Things are starting to finally work for us, honey. We'll be on radio before you know it. Jay, you're on a Fez.
Hello, Jay.
Hey, fellas, how you doing? I'm loving your marathon bit.
We're not doing a marathon.
I know. How about Brian Doyle?
How
about Brian Doyle Murray in Modern Problems with Chevy Chase in a wheelchair?
I don't remember that one. I saw the beginning of Modern Problems like 8 times. Turned it off every damn thing.
You did the right thing.
Yeah, all right, thanks. It's just an awful...
Featuring the
show.
great Nell Carter.
All right, I see you running in here, Billy, and I was hoping it was going to be with hot dogs. Instead, he's got the stupid Love and War. Apparently, this show was on for 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
With Joel Murray in it.
Billy's still running up and down the hallway screaming Milton Berle's dead.
Yeah.
From last Thursday. He's still running around.
He's panicking. Hey, Tim.
Quite the cast. Annie Potts, Susan
How you
Day.
doing?
Yeah, Tim, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Go ahead,
How you doing? Yeah, Mr. Hank Aaron. He's in the Hall of Fame.
If only
He's a black man.
No, if only that were true, but he's been turned down every single time. Not a single black person in baseball's Hall of Fame. That's ridiculous.
I don't know that much about baseball. Is the vote even close?
No.
No. Unanimous. Out.
Yeah.
Unanimous against.
The closest person who came was Willie Mays.
Right.
Got 32% of the vote. Here's Eric.
That's sad.
Yeah. Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Say hey, kid.
I just took a bite of pizza. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Seriously. Let's not talk about food because this hot dog thing and now pizza, I'm all freaked out.
I used to lifeguard for Bill Murray. Those kids that dealt with at Sleepy Hollow Country Club. I used to go play golf, and occasionally he'd come in and play. We used to have these small basketball courts. He used to drop F-bombs on his kids and fight with them like he was the same age as them. One time he caught him with the Fokker move. That's F-O-C-K-R.
Right.
Meet the parents. Bloodied up his kid's nose, bleeding on the pool. We had to clear the pool, do all the...
Did he bang one down at him? Like me?
Yeah, well, the kid was about, I don't know, probably about 13 then. He took a jump shot. He threw it right in his mouth. Bloodied up his nose.
All right, good guy in real life, though, right?
Oh, yeah. He was a real nice guy. He was funny the whole time, joking around the whole time. But
then they let the caddy swim for 15 minutes only.
All right, thanks a lot.
Later.
It's so weird that he would belong to a country club after doing that kind of anti-country club movie. That's him now. I can't wait to see the show tonight.
He thought he could go in as the Rodney Dangerfield character.
Yeah. Hey, Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Hey, just wanted to know, are they going to be plugging that stupid book, Afternoons with Murray?
Oh, that was a sad book. And not because I read it or saw the show. I heard it was. So, when someone dies, it's always sad, Fez.
Of course.
All right, thanks, Jim.
Our condolences.
Yeah.
To Mitch Albums and Murray.
Yeah. Hey, Kieran. Kieran, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing? Hey, Kieran.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Love your show.
Listen,
what about Jackie Robinson?
What about him?
He won't be on that show tonight.
No, isn't he in the Hall of Fame?
No, he's not. I know he should be. And I believe he's in the Dodgers Hall of Fame where they have their own little team Hall of Fame.
Right, yeah.
Never made the segregated Baseball Hall of Fame.
I had no idea this injustice was going on.
Oh, yeah. Is it, or maybe none of them were good enough?
It is. I guess prejudice is all about ignorance.
Obviously, none of them were good enough. Hey, Warren, you're on Ron and Fez?
I think Satchel Paige is in the Hall of Fame.
Satchel Paige is in the Negro Hall of Fame and belongs there.
I didn't even know Satchel Paige was black.
Oh, yeah. As
really?
Can be.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
As can be, Fez. I mean, that wasn't even a Babe Ruth. We could sneak him in.
Related to LaWanda Page, as Aunt Esther.
John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, John.
Yeah. All right, wait, hold on for John. I want you to, please, Billy, do me a favor and scrape off that John Cruson thing and let Fez and I do the show without looking at that all night. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
I got a story about Bill Murray.
Yeah.
I was walking through downtown Petersburg, Florida, a couple years ago. Saw him sitting in the Elbow Cafe.
You saw him in the Elbow Cafe in where?
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yeah, okay.
And I went in and asked him for an autograph. And I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Murray. I hope it wouldn't be too rude for me to interrupt your meal and ask you for an autograph." He looked at me and said, "No, it wouldn't be effing rude enough."
Well, I mean, the guy is eating.
Well, I felt bad. I walked away, and I said, "Screw him." I went back, and I said, "All right, Mr. Murray, give me your effing autograph now." He signed it, said, "Much better."
All right. That's, it's a stupid story, though. I mean, if the guy's eating, you can't wait.
That is a story I would keep to myself.
Yeah.
So that no one ever found out that I had such a horrible moment with Bill Murray.
Here's Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Jeff.
What's going on, fellas? Car number 1202.
All right, buddy.
I heard tonight on the show they're going to have Murray Downey Jr.
That's Morton Downey Jr.
I mean, you're way off.
And he died.
Yes.
So they're not going to bring a corpse on.
As funny as it might be.
And Fez and I are not doing a bit on Murray names. As a matter of fact, we're no longer doing bits on this show. It's a new way of our post-Easter.
How do you like that?
Our post-Easter meeting. Hey, Doug. Doug, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello,
hey.
Doug.
Yeah.
Buddies.
Buddy.
What can we do for you, Doug?
Yeah, I was just going to tell you, you guys can't kick down the front door to get the black guys in. You got to kick down the window. They're used to getting in that way.
Oh, please. You know, here you go.
White people are so scared of black people.
All right, here's the situation. There are no blacks in baseball's Hall of Fame. Fez and I think it's ridiculous.
That's got to be changed.
And it's based on one thing, Fezzy, racism.
It's got to be. What other excuse could there be to keep the black athletes out of the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Other than maybe they're not as good as the whites. That's the only other excuse.
Every single one of them?
Every single one. Well, I'm not saying they're not better than any white players,
right,
but they're not better than any of the ones in the Hall of Fame. Like, who are you going to take out right now?
Oh, who would you take out to make room?
What are you going to take, Ty Cobb out? You can't do that, Fez.
Yeah, that's true. Once the bust is in.
Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jay.
How you doing, Ron and Fez? What about Babe Ruth? He was half fully there, wasn't he?
There were always rumors.
His nose is wider than his mouth.
There was always rumors and stories that he was half black. He sold himself as a white man.
He looks like an ape.
Oh, please, here we go.
White people are so scared of black people.
Fez and I are not tied in with the kind of thinking that goes on in Cooperstown.
And white people are so scared of even half black people.
In this case, yes.
In the case of Babe Ruth.
Like Halle Berry explained, half black equals black.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We all saw her mom, Judi Dench.
Here's Scott. Scott, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hello, Scott.
Hey, what's good, fellas?
Yeah.
Yo, didn't they just induct Ozzie Smith?
No. Ozzie Smith never made it to the Hall of Fame.
From what I understand, that was a cruel joke.
Yeah.
That letter didn't even come from the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that was one of his friends fooling around. And why would they even write Blizzard of Oz on there?
Mm-hmm.
Here's Tim. Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
Yo,
Tim.
what's going on, Ron and Fez?
Yeah, buddy.
Yo, what about Kirby Puckett and Dave Winfield? Weren't they inducted last year?
No, we would love to get both those guys, in my opinion, belong there.
The thing that I found out, this is a true mean story about Kirby Puckett with the glaucoma.
Yeah.
They told him he was going into the Hall of Fame. They took him into a Wendy's. That was it. And said, this is the Hall of Fame.
He's that blind?
Yes. They never took him into the Hall of Fame.
Who did this? Who's they?
I have no idea.
Wow.
Just mean people. Impersonating the Hall of Fame committee.
Jeremy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, card number 4265.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, and I was wondering if on tonight's show, if Murray the dog from Mad About You is going to be one of his famous brothers.
First of all, they're not related to that. Second of all, I never saw that Mad About You, so I have no idea.
Jeremy, I can't believe that a man did.
But I thought the side teats of Helen Hunt looked fabulous and good as it gets. I actually ran a batch to her side teats.
As good as her teats.
Sometimes,
was the original working title.
Sometimes I think side teat is all you need. I don't even think I need the nipple, which in most cases just weirds me out. Here is Mookie. Mookie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Mookie.
Hello, this is Mookie Wilson. I can't get into the Hall of Fame because of racism. The only thing the white man will give me is a bobblehead doll.
People are so scared of black people.
I don't like those kind of jokes.
I don't even think that was the real Mookie.
No, I don't either. I know for a fact it wasn't Fez.
Huh.
Because he doesn't have a bobblehead doll. Hey, Frank, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
Frank.
what's up, guys? How you doing tonight?
We're calling the gang.
Good. Yeah, there was one black guy who got in the Hall of Fame. His name was Ty Coon.
All right.
Remember him?
White people are so scared of black people.
Billy, do me a favor and keep the blatant racist calls off the air here. Thank you. Hey, Frank. Frank, you're on
Hey there.
Fez. Yeah.
Hey, Frank.
I think one of the Murray brothers, I think Joel or John, writes for The Simpsons or Futurama or one of those like cartoons on Fox.
All right, well, you're going to have to look into the details before you call us, okay?
And I think
so
Brian...
You don't know which brother or which show.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And yet, knowing just this vague information, you feel the need to pick up the phone and call us.
Yeah.
Basically, you said somebody writes for some show.
Yeah.
I could say that about one of my brothers.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you very much. I'd like to be your bookie. I think one of the teams is going to win by some amount of points. And have you come back later and expect to be paid.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Joey. Joey, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hello, Joey.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Let you know, I mean, next week's episode, I hear Dan Aykroyd's going to play, his part and ruin the whole thing like Caddyshack 2.
I didn't see Caddyshack 2.
I never saw it, but it was like Dan Aykroyd instead of Bill Murray, and it was like Jackie Mason instead of Rodney Dangerfield.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah.
That is a bad idea.
And was Ted Knight dead by then?
Yeah.
So no Ted Knight.
Actually, I think he was dead even before Caddyshack.
Really?
Yeah.
Then they have good makeup people.
Randy, you were on Fez.
Randy.
What's up, guys? Big Ass Car 307 here.
All right, buddy.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Baseball should take the great lead from the NHL, who has many, many African-American athletes in it.
Actually, they don't. But we're only going to work on baseball since
the national
season just started.
Honky League.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It really is.
Is it even a sport or just a chance to kill kids?
And that's what it basically is. Bring kids in there, and start the game and proclaim it Thunderdome.
Right. Hey, Bobby, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Bobby.
Yeah, hey, how you doing, Ron and Fez? How are you?
We're cool, my friend.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know, Winfield did get in the Hall of Fame last year.
Not in the Baseball Hall of Fame, not in the one that you'll find in Cooperstown. By the way, I understand beautiful work being done in the museum here, Fez. Yeah, I guess, have we brought down a lot of the stuff from Cooperstown to the museum here in town?
That's the Natural History Museum?
Yeah. There's a whole baseball thing there. Why don't we try to get a hold of them and find out about that? But from what I understand, all white memorabilia.
Ah.
And I'm like saying not one memorable thing happened by a black ball player?
You'd think there'd have to be something. Nothing comes to mind, but you'd think there'd have to be something.
How can you keep Hank Aaron out of the Baseball Hall of Fame after all these years? Larry, you're on Fez.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, Merry Christmas, guys.
Here is
877-692-1027.
Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Fez.
Hey, Joe. Joe?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead, Joe.
Hey, I'm at the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame page, and according to this, Larry Doby, Dave Winfield, and all these guys, they pretended to induct into the Baseball Hall of Fame as they led them in.
Cannot say that.
The person you're trying to reach is drunk. Please try your call again.
Hey, Jim. Jim, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Jim.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill White is in the Hall of Fame.
Bill White is white.
He's not white.
Yes, he is.
He's
Bill
in the
White,
back.
Bill White is white.
Well, let's get a white guy in the NBA.
All right. Thank you very much. Here is Pete. Pete, you're on Ron Fez.
Hello, Pete.
Yeah, hey guys, how are you tonight?
Yeah, good.
What can we do for you, Pete?
I was just wondering about Willie Mays.
The Say Hey Kid?
Willie Mays.
Yeah.
He's not in the Hall of Fame?
No.
Willie say hey?
No. Steve, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, how you doing? Roberto Clemente.
Roberto Clemente, they said, would have made it in if he didn't die so soon.
Right.
But I don't even believe him there. I think it's blatant racism.
And I'm wondering if it wasn't just murder.
Really?
Yes. Just to stop him.
Rick, you're on Ron Fez.
Rick.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson. If it wasn't for Jackie Robinson, man, forget it. African Americans in baseball, it's ridiculous, bro. It's definite blatant racism, and I think Bud Selig should definitely do something. I mean, baseball, come on.
What could we do? Rick, at this point, what could we do?
Well, baseball isn't as popular as it used to be, man. And, it's a sport that appeals to all races all over the world.
Yes, it does. It does appeal to all races all over the world.
That's why it's so big in Japan now.
But you know what it is, though?
What's that?
Look at corporate America, man. They're all white. Not just white-collar, white. I think the term white-collar is starting to apply to the color of the skin.
Yeah, let's just drop the collar and just call them white.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. I think that all the black baseball players should get together and, well, who knows, maybe call up George Steinbrenner and say, hey, I'd love to hear Reggie Jackson call up George Steinbrenner and say, hey, no fool, my black ass belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much for calling, Rick.
Thank you, Rick. Maybe one day they'll hear you.
Yeah. Maybe one day they'll pay attention. Sammy, you're on Fez.
Hey, Sammy.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
You guys remember about, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, Reggie Jackson, Sports Illustrated, said that the Hall of Fame was racist?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, he was right.
Yeah, he was.
And they tried to appease him with a candy bar of his own.
Well, they did that even before.
Wow.
Even before he even had a
And that
chance.
wouldn't buy his silence.
Yeah. And never was as big as the Baby Ruth.
I think because it was round. Instead of actual bar shaped. I think that was the problem.
Oh, actually, that Reggie bar wasn't really very good. It's a Kit Kat at best. Call it what it is. It's Kit Kat.
I love a Kit Kat.
A little caramel. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. 877-692-1027. We are live tonight, back from our long weekend. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
If you're like most men who are bald or losing their hair, I'm sure you've already surfed the net 1,000 times, received a ton of brochures, and seen more than your fair share of infomercials.
Yes, you have, Fuzzy. You know, I look around this station here. There's a couple of guys I like to see start doing something about their hair, Al Dukes.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let me introduce you to MHN Hair Restoration Studio. They will take the time to thoroughly educate you and walk you through all your questions. You can give them a call, 1-800-HAIR-202.
Write this number down, Al Dukes. It's 1-800-HAIR-202. MHN is recognized as the industry leader in solving hair loss problems.
For more than 30 years, because of their exclusive state-of-the-art hair replacement system, this is where you will finally find the answer to all your hair loss issues. Simply call 1-800-HAIR-202 for a free educational consultation. No surgery, no bad toupees, Al. Just hair exactly like the hair you once had.
And then, Al, maybe you can stop walking around with the Buccaneers cap. Like you're hiding something. People know that you're not a big Buccaneers fan. They know that you're worried about your hairline. You're practically bald already. Call this number. Please write it down. 1-800-HAIR-202. 1-800-HAIR-202.
Go for a free consultation and see for yourself with a full head of hair. And most important, a 100% natural hairline is guaranteed or your money back. MHN has helped and satisfied thousands of clients. Now, finally, it's your turn. Give them a call, 1-800-HAIR-202, 1-800-HAIR-202.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WNEW.
Back from a long weekend, we're Ron and Fez.
Fezzy, we said we'd do a big-ass simulcast. That's where we watch TV along with you tonight. You can turn up your radio, turn down your TV. We'll be watching the Murray family in the sweet spot at 10 o'clock on Comedy Central. Then we switch on over to MTV for America's favorite family, the Osbournes.
The Osbournes, and doing so well. Their debut show, I think it had over 3 million, which is huge for MTV. Now each week is averaging right around 4 million viewers.
They are the second most watched show on MTV right now, set over the weekend, right behind The Real World Chicago, which I never watch. Now, Ozzy and his family were also on Jay Leno the other night, Fez.
Oh, nice. The whole fam?
Yeah, the whole family were there with the two kids sitting behind them. You know when they get too many people on a talk show, they set up like bar stools behind the couch.
Oh, right, yeah.
Always awkward moment. Family doing great, though, and I can't believe that this was the celebrity family who thought of this. Now, the Murray's coming on quick, but they're just golfing, not seeing them at home.
Yeah, you're not going to see every day, and, any sort of Murray daughter talking about yeast infections.
Yeah.
Week to week.
Now, do you know there is an Osbourne daughter who doesn't do the show?
Oh, yeah. Is it Amy?
I don't know her name.
I think it's Amy Osbourne. She's 19, so she's older than the other two.
She's like the Marilyn of the family. They claim that she's very normal.
The Marilyn Munster?
Yeah, very nice, and she wants nothing to do with this crap.
So she actually moved out of their house for the 5 months while they're filming this thing.
I believe just into the guest house, though. It's not that big of a deal.
Last week, I do believe she got hit with a ham.
Yeah,
while
right.
trying to stay out of the camera shot.
So I'm wondering now if other families are going to think this, you know? Maybe the Battle and Van Halen brothers will try to bring back their career.
I would love to see the Van Halen family do this, where you got Alex and Eddie, of course, and the Valerie Bertinelli.
And then, of course, Eddie and Valerie's child, Wolfie.
Young Wolfgang Van Halen.
He's Wolfie. So that would be cute.
And then that's constantly, Valerie's like, it's Roth, he's on the phone.
Right.
I'm not here.
It's Sammy Hagar. He's on the phone.
I'm not here.
It's that guy from Extreme. He's on the phone.
I am not here.
No one ever remembers that guy's name.
I know. The guy from Extreme's on the... Just tell him it's the guy from Extreme.
And I'm owed $600 by both of them.
That I would like to see. I would like to see Courtney Love's little crazy family.
Oh, jeez. That'd have to be on the whacked out channel.
Her and her daughter, and whatever else is just running through that house.
Right. That place is going to make the Osbournes look clean.
That revolving door of uncles, I'm sure that Courtney Love's daughter sees coming through.
Hey, Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Mike.
Guys, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, tell me that Ozzy's son doesn't look like the Pat character from Saturday Night Live, where you can't tell if it's a man or a guy.
It's really funny, but it's
big
kind of
afro and the glasses.
It's just Pat.
He looks a little even like Dudley Moore. All right, now, Mike, if you had to pick another celebrity family, who would you want?
Let me see. Another celebrity family.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Tommy Lee's.
The Lees and the Andersons. I'd love to see them.
Yeah, then they'd also have Kid Rock and Heather Locklear, both as spin-offs. All right, see you later.
Spin-offs. The Kid Rock family being spun off. That's a good one, actually.
Hey, Randy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yo, what's up, guys? Big Ass 307 again.
All right.
How's it going? I'd love to see a camera in the Olsen twins' house. I'm sure me and Anthony would have a good time with the shower scene.
Anthony would never leave his house if that thing was on TV.
And do you think they're actually going to have a shower cam on the Olsen family?
It'd get 100 share. You want ratings, though. Here's Lance. Lance, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how about, like, the McMahons? The stuff you don't see on Raw or SmackDown.
Oh, I would love to go inside the big house in Connecticut.
I'm telling you right now, the McMahons are crazier than the Osbournes. That is one wacky family.
Lance, you're absolutely right. The McMahons would actually do it.
Yeah.
If they thought there was a chance to sell some more T-shirts, they would do it.
Especially Stephanie T-shirts, because they're only in the shop zone for 2 weeks, and then you don't see them anymore.
All right, thanks, Lance. That would actually be a show worth watching.
I would check that one out. I'd like to see the Poundstones.
Oh, jeez, that's so gross.
Sit at home with Paula Poundstone and the fam.
Hey, Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, Ron and Fez 13505? Thank you. I'd like to see the Tylers, for the simple reason of Liv Tyler just walking around in pajamas and going to the bathroom.
Oh, Steve and Liv Tyler, the Tyler family.
Now, just Liv. Just Liv.
Now, wouldn't Todd Rundgren show up? Didn't she think Todd Rundgren was her dad for a while?
And then as soon as she found out that Steven Tyler was, she dropped him like it was yesterday's news. I think Steve actually had sex with her before she found out. Before he was able to tell her.
I have something to tell you before you leave the hotel.
Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
I'd like to see Liam and Noel Gallagher have a show.
All right, they would fight more than the Osbournes, and also you'd be able to understand even less.
You would know what they're saying, and you know that they're throwing fists at each other every week.
Well, they're doing it on stage. They're punching each other in the face on stage. Hey,
Gallagher Fight Club.
Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Tony. How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
How about the Kennedys?
The Kennedys would be great.
Yeah,
because
wouldn't that be good?
We'd always have a cliffhanger of which Kennedy died this season. Every season we'd kill off a different Kennedy, or a different Kennedy would kill or rape somebody.
Right, that Skakel trial's getting ready to start.
Yeah, you know who's been hanging around that thing like a vulture is Dominic Dunn.
Oh, okay, perfect.
He's doing updates on Good Morning America when I tuned into that. And he's just like an old lady. It seems like Michael Skakel, that same night, and he's all excited.
Here's what I hate about Michael Skakel, the fact that he's a nephew of Robert Kennedy by marriage. He's nowhere near being a Kennedy, but he gets dragged into it.
Well, who's his mother?
Well,
Isn't his mother a Kennedy?
All right, it must be one of Robert Kennedy's, one of Ethel's.
Yeah,
sisters.
Yeah, so he's in the bloodline.
So, but he looks like Francis from the Pee Wee Herman movie. He actually wore an ascot into court that first time.
Right, Here's, and he definitely walks around
But
like...
he calls himself a Kennedy.
Yeah, well, so does Maria Shriver, trust me.
But it was basically like Al trying to proclaim his Italianness.
But Maria Shriver, trust me, she's brought up the Kennedy name more than anybody. You think she would have got Arnold on her looks? She is a Kennedy. Hey, Pete, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually really want to see this show, but you got to know Rosie O'Donnell's not going to come up with anything.
I would love to get inside that house and see what's going on.
That unkempt house. Now, I saw Rosie today, and she was talking about Parker, but she said it this way, Fez. She goes, our son Parker said to me, now she's not sitting next to anyone, and she's always said my son. This time she says our son, Parker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every day there's a little bit of... She won't talk about it, explicitly on her own show.
Right.
But every day there's another little hint.
Well, she pushes it. She's almost there. She's almost the full makeout on the show. She also said she would never back another political candidate because she goes, I'll only work issues, and she goes, Governor Bush, call me. Shut up.
So now she's trying to make up with Governor Jeb Bush of Florida.
Now, why would he call you? You're nobody.
One of these little lesbian hints that she dropped one time was she's talking to Susan Sarandon about this gay adoption law in Florida. And she said she was explaining it to Parker and how in some states they don't want mommies that love other mommies to have children.
Yeah, well, that's a smart thing to lay on a 5-year-old.
Parker, could we reserve him a therapist right away, please?
How about you just put...
Before he shoots up a high school.
How about just put the kid in front of the Cartoon Network when any kind of munching comes up? Here's Scott. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
How about the Robinson brothers from Black Crows?
Well, they haven't had a hit in 12 years, so that could be a problem.
You got Kate Hudson and Goldie Hawn, though.
You tie in the in-laws nicely.
Yeah.
That'd be the only reason to watch when the in-laws drop by.
I'd rather just watch Goldie Hawn's house.
As they're smoking the weed, man.
At best, Scott Robinson is a next-door neighbor. You say Goldie smokes weed?
Don't they all?
I don't know about Goldie.
I thought they all sat around and got high.
Really? Just because he does?
No, I thought Kate Hudson brought that up one time.
Oh, I hope so. Hey, Anthony. Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Anthony.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
2558 over here. Right on, right on. I'd like to get a camera to Mia Farrow's house. With the Uncle Woody visiting, or Daddy's Woody, we're visiting on Passover or something like that.
Uncle Woody. He's the dad. He's not the uncle. He's the dad. Just because you're divorced doesn't make you the uncle. The kids.
He actually has to bring over their aunt and their sister as his wife.
Hey, Michael, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, fellas, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Michael.
I got the highest rated show in television history.
What's that?
Kathy Lee, Cody, Cassidy, and Frank.
She actually, Frank gets around like Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
He's dragging one arm and a leg as well.
You got to tune into that show.
All right, thanks a lot.
They got to keep Cody and Cassidy off his feet.
Hey, Owen, you're on Ron. You can't say the S word. What an idiot.
877-692-1027.
Here is Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Brian.
Ron and Fez?
Yeah.
What about the Jacksons, when Latoya and Janet tearing each other's clothes off?
Yeah, I would love that. The lesbian Jackson sisters. And by that, I'm talking about Michael.
I'd just like to see Michael with Prince and Paris, his kids.
I don't know if I can watch that. Here's...
you would get arrested for having that video.
I know. Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Hello?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, what about the real version of The Simpsons?
Oh, they have that. It's called The Clumps. Have you seen how fat his kids are?
No, I haven't seen that.
They're just huge.
With Arnthal.
Hey, how far away before we're at the 10-year mark so that we can do that 10 years remembering back?
When was the murder, 93 or 94?
All right, so we're not that far away.
No, just a couple years at best.
Yeah. Here's Mario. Mario, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Mario.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, buddy.
I got a couple for you, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
One would be the Clintons.
The Clintons, I would like to see now that Chelsea has a beau.
The Clintons, very watchable. Now, remember we were bringing up, you were saying how expensive the hotel that they were staying in?
Right, yeah.
I read a little bit of that. her new boyfriend comes with big cash.
See, that's what we didn't know, his background. All we knew was Rhodes Scholar or whatever.
Yeah,
Oxford student.
Yeah, so he's like almost a billionaire, that family.
Oh, nice.
So she's doing well.
Way to go, Chelsea.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Mario.
Way to go, Chelsea.
Yeah. I think the Clintons a very watchable show, although I don't know how much the mom would be on. The mom kind of wrote herself out. Here is CJ. CJ, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, CJ.
Hey, gas card holder 1332 here. Hey, the Buttafuoco's, man.
All right, now they're not together anymore, are they, though?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I think she got upset when he tried to move to Hollywood to start the acting career. I think that's when she ditched him. There you go.
Here is...
I wouldn't mind seeing those Gandolfinis, though.
Boy, that wife of his, that was before Fame wife, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, definitely.
She has the looks and attitude of before Fame, where they're always trying to take the piss out of you. You know what I mean? I remember you when you were nothing.
And she will say that.
Yeah, so what? Now I'm something. Why do you got to bring up at one time I was busted?
When she was yakking to the Post last week or the week before, she was talking about how, he would tell me I'm the only one that believes in him.
Yeah, right. Just shut up. Why, you're not going to get back with the guy by bringing up more bad stuff about him.
And run her to the Post.
Hey, Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Anthony.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah.
How about the Charles Manson family?
I think Squeaky would steal the whole thing, and she's just cute as a button.
She'd be a little star.
Everybody loves Squeaky. Here is Al. Al, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Al.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I got two quick ones.
Yeah.
The first one, the Condit family.
The Condits I would watch.
The Condits I would have watched until now. It seems to be over for him. Fez, there's no ending to the story, and he's not even going to be in Washington anymore.
Yeah, and the second one is OJ. Yeah. Who's not going to watch OJ?
OJ's still in Florida.
Yeah, OJ's in Florida.
Yeah.
It would be confusing because there'd be two shows called The Simpsons.
Yeah. Just call it the OJs. And then we could actually have the OJs, that old 70s group.
That would be nice.
Sing it for him.
They could sing the theme.
Did they sing Backstabbers?
What they do? That might have been the OJs.
John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez, Big Air 3856. Yeah, listen, on ESPN, they could have the reality version of the Strawberries. You could have the rehab cam.
That would be a fun one, and they could actually have that spin-off with Robert Downey Jr. as the wacky neighbor who's always bringing crack over to Daryl.
And falling asleep in the kid's bed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind the Strawberry Rehab family.
Oh, that'd be fun. Just to see all the different beds. Why haven't they ever done a show from Rehab? Oh, I guess it would only last 3 months. Summer replacement series.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Derek, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen and Amelia Estevez.
Well, yeah, the Martin Sheen family. People would love that one, Fez.
That would work.
Riot.
Yeah.
I think Charlie Sheen's fiance or girlfriend, Denise Richards.
Yeah.
She just said, I will not live in Charlie Sheen's house. I will not move in there.
Why?
Knowing the whore parade that's been through there. I think she wants a new place.
All right, yeah. You won't go there because he banged a lot of chicks there, but you're sucking his D. What are you thinking, honey? You're acting like his shower's polluted?
Yes, she is.
You're
like he hasn't changed the sheets.
You're turning
in 10 years.
You're treating his D like it's an ice cream cone, and you're worried about whether or not he's got cooties in his king-size waterbed. Stop being a baby. Here's
You're lucky to have him.
Yeah. Because your 15 minutes looks like it was over before he came running in. Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, John.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'd like to see the Farrakhan.
The Farrakhan family.
Yeah, we'll go off and have an episode where they go off about the blue-eyed devils or the blood-sucking Jews.
All right, but all
in bow ties, sitting around the dinner table in bow ties.
All we know is the ones, you know. And by the way, did you see? I guess it was a 2020 the other night when Bin Laden's brothers out there saying, you know, no, hey, don't compare him with us. We can't stand him. 54 effing siblings in this family.
What?
54. So he barely knows his brother. I mean, I don't think I got 54 people in my extended family. This guy can sit down and name 54 brothers and sisters.
You got 54 brothers and sisters, and you're the black sheep.
Right.
And you're the one they can't stand.
Hey, Andrew. Andrew, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello, Andrew.
Hey, it would have been great if Joey didn't die, but how about the Ramones?
The Ramone family, sure. You got to have Joey for that. No one's going to sit around and watch the Ramones without Joey. What are you going to say, Mark? What Marky's up to this week? That show's going to bomb. Here's Peter. Peter, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Peter. Pete.
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
And hey, she was like talking to God in a different language, running around doing drugs.
So do you mean her real family or her space family?
Well, you can have both.
I'd rather see her space family. And somebody had to tell her, wrapping aluminum foil around your head is not a helmet. That's just you being wacky.
You're not going to be able to breathe in space with
No.
tinfoil on your head.
No.
Now, here's what I'd like to see, Ronnie. I'd like to see the Billy Bob Thornton, Angelina Jolie family.
Yeah, me too.
With that little Cambodian baby.
I'm telling you, I've always liked those two, but now they got a Cambodian baby. I'm crazy about them, and I want to know every move they make.
Last I heard, they were still trying to get that kid in the country.
Yeah, they're having trouble with that for some reason because I guess people have been selling Cambodian babies over here.
Right. There's such a baby black market in Cambodia that the U.S. is not recognizing any adoptions from that country. They won't let the kids in because they've basically been sold or stolen.
So they're actually stealing babies from people that want to raise them and just saying, oh, yeah, this is my kid. I can't take care of him. Give me $2,700.
Please, for this baby.
Because you ripped them off from the neighbors.
I know you can provide such a better home.
Let's see, what other families? I would not mind seeing Hockey Dad's family.
Ooh. I would like to see, all right, when that show starts, the visits to Hockey Dad in prison.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the homecoming.
Yeah.
When Hockey Dad is back. And back taking his kids to Little League Hockey.
That would be great. People would go nuts for that one. Also, Fezzy, I would love to see the Ramseys.
Ooh, the Jean Benet family. That's a good one. I'd like to see what they're up to constantly.
Yeah, I wish we would have started this before the dad drug her down in the basement.
Wouldn't that be wild? Just have this nice Colorado family, and then all of a sudden, there's been a murder. On the next, the Ramseys. On the next, Meet the Ramseys.
That would be a hell of a fun show to watch. And somehow get them in a crossover with the Condits. So that everybody's together talking about their problems.
Sure.
Maybe even the Kennedys on that.
I wouldn't mind seeing, like, the Madonna-Guy Ritchie family.
I feel like I know Madonna so well that she's in my own family.
That's got to be like if you spun off the Kravitz from Bewitched. Her just screaming in Abner's ear all day long. I need a hit movie.
All right, there's unanswered feedback from Dan from Hoboken. He'd like to see the Roberts, Eric and Julio, in a studio apartment. Now, Julia Roberts has not talked to Eric Roberts in about 12 years. And you know that's got to be from some pulled-down-the-pants game they were playing when they were younger.
Something had to go wrong.
All right, this would have been one back in the day. The Wilson family with Brian, Carney, and Wendy.
Oh, nice. See, I would have needed to see that when Carney was really big.
Yeah.
And just those midnight refrigerator raids. Of eating a whole refrigerator.
She don't stop yapping. She'd take over the whole show. Hey, Pete, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Pete.
How's it going, guys? How about the Baldwins?
The Baldwins I would tune into.
The Battle and Baldwins of Long Island.
There you go. But if Steven's involved, it goes straight to video.
Oh, you're brutal,
Not
Pete.
fair. See, goes straight to video. Oh, can I tell you what I saw over the weekend, Fez?
What'd you see?
The great film Stolen Summer, based on the Project Greenlight.
Oh, you told me you were going to try to see that, and you got to, huh?
I went to see it at AMC. I guess it's 25 down on 42nd Street.
Oh, the Empire, yeah.
The theater I went into, no kidding, probably had 24 to 30 seats. That's how small And, of course, they didn't sell that out. This movie, I sat down to watch it.
People kept coming in to get the buckets and mops.
Now, if you watch the whole Project Greenlight thing set up, I guess we watched it for 13 weeks on HBO. So, I wanted to see this movie. I had the feeling it was going to be bad. But, you go there with the best intentions. I can easily say, looking back on this, worst movie I've ever looked at in my life.
Wow. And you've seen a lot of movies.
I've seen a lot of movies. I think the closest I could think of is an unfunny Davy and Goliath. People were...
The Lutheran puppet?
Yes.
Christian show?
It was almost the same dialogue. Why won't Jesus ever? Why don't the Jews ever? No one talked about anything else. And 8-year-old kids were able just to grab priests, grab rabbis, walk up on the altars of these places, which, believe me, in the 70s you did not do. You didn't go walking up and sit down on the altar in a Catholic church without getting knocked the F out.
And just kick your feet and wonder about God.
And just, why don't we have a decathlon like Bruce Jenner to see if you can get into heaven? It was so effing awful.
Oh, God.
That I was groaning like I was stabbed.
But Davey, God doesn't care how fast we can run.
And all I could think of is, what the hell kind of crap did Dan from Hoboken write if he didn't get in the finals? He must have crapped on a paycheck and mailed it in.
Stolen Summer.
Stolen Summer, that was my weekend pick.
That's got to have come and gone by now.
I know it was on a limited for 2 weeks in New York, Chicago, and L.A., and I think so far it might have made $100,000. I don't know. Somebody check the box office guru for that on me, Billy, if you can.
Billy freaks around the house.
I watched that. I also watched Panic Room.
Oh, how is Panic Room? Because I still want to see that. Is it a panic?
I got 2 words for you. Home Alone. Leave it at that. It's basically the Home Alone movies for adults.
Someone getting hit with a paint can?
And they're even going, hey, who are you, Joe Pesci?
Oh, God.
Actually, not really a great movie, but all great people involved in it. There's really neat directing. The bad guys were good. Jodie Foster's always good. But you're just thinking, geez, all you guys, you took this time. Why not have a better movie to do it with? They're in a panic room. They're not. You would normally think, I'll get to the panic room, I'll stay there, everything will be great.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Obviously, reasons come up that they can't stay in the panic room.
I don't know if I'm more interested in seeing Panic Room or actually building one. And just seeing it to get some ideas. Instead of just locking myself in my bathroom when I hear a noise.
This seemed like it was the most gigantic house in Manhattan. The house would at least had to be $16 million, right? And I'm not kidding when I use that figure. $16 million for a townhouse like this in the Upper West Side. And yet there she is trying to hook up the phone lines herself. I'm thinking, spend an extra $3,000 and get somebody to help you out, Jody.
Have the phone man stop by. I saw Death to Smoochie.
Oh, yeah.
Over the weekend, which just tanked in the box office.
Yeah, it didn't do well.
Came in 7th, I think, only pulled in just over $4 million.
Yeah.
No one, obviously, in the theater, just a few people. I was the only one laughing aloud.
All right, this on the instant feedback beat Billy to it. Miramax collected $33,000 from 13 theaters for that. Thank you.
Instant feedback, again, beats the producers.
All right.
That's Billy, get the hell out of here!
There you go. All right, JP, I think, saw Stolen Summer. Did you like Death to Smoochie, Fez?
I like Death to Smoochie. I like any movie that's exactly what I hope it's going to be.
Yeah.
And this thing was dark and ugly and Robin Williams. I just wonder if people see a purple rhino and Robin Williams in a big bright jacket if they forget and miss the R rating and take their kids to it.
I'm just worried he's going to act like Patch Adams again. I don't want to be anywhere near that.
Well, there's no sick kids.
Hey, JP, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, JP.
Hey, Ron and Fez. 10290. How's it going?
What do you say, my man?
Hey, I was watching that Project Greenlight thing, and that movie Stolen Summer should have been stolen 2 hours of my life. Did you see that midget, that stunt doubled for the kid swimming out to the buoy?
Yeah,
that was a midget chick.
All right, did you go see the movie?
No, I didn't get to see it. I'm out in Jersey. I don't even know where it's playing.
So they didn't. Yeah, it's only playing in Manhattan. They didn't. Those scenes were shot so poorly that they couldn't use it. You didn't see the Project Greenlight, Fez?
No, I missed most of that.
All right. So what happens is they have kids in the movie, and one of the big things is you're going to be able to swim out to this buoy in the middle of one of the Great Lakes, whichever Chicago's near. I guess Lake Michigan, right? So they get out to the beach. I guess that lake is cold as F. Chicago never really gets warm. It's almost Alaska. So they're there in the summer. All right, you kids get in. Well, these little skinny 9-year-olds, they're freezing till they're blue. They've also hired 2 kids that can't swim worth an F.
Ah, brilliant.
And you got to swim in Lake Michigan, which actually has waves.
Yeah.
So it's they went and got a midget woman and shot her from up top, and you see her with a wig on, swimming, and it looked like crap.
And when you see the movie Stolen Summer, you can tell this is obviously a stunt midget in a wig?
It was shot so poorly they pulled that out.
Oh,
they
okay.
showed it in the documentary. Right. So basically, they just show you... what they do is they just show you him walking into the water. He never makes it. It comes up later. Oh, I made it. The big dramatic thing I was after, I did it. And the whole movie's like that. Hey, we just had a fire. You missed it. Everything just happened.
So you didn't have to shoot it.
Right, before you got there. They didn't know what the F they were doing.
What a crap fest.
Hey, Mark, you're on Run the Fez.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
What can we do for you?
Hello?
Yeah, Mark. Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, you watched that Project Greenlight on HBO, right?
Yeah.
You see when they were casting it, how they called in the guy who actually got his movie done. They called him in separately and got him to do a little, last-minute thing about why he should get his movie.
Yeah.
Right.
That wasn't fair to all the other contestants, so every other contestant should shoot the show. It's ludicrous.
Mark, they did it to everybody? They did it to every single contestant.
So they just brought that guy in afterwards while they're all sitting down eating, like, Chinese food, trying to go over which movie they should choose.
Well...
No, they did the whole thing for everybody. They did the same thing.
Yeah, everybody got to come in and do a last pitch. And fortunately, as the Sam Adams kept getting poured, later in the night you had a better chance to hit him emotionally.
Yeah, right. Well, when this guy started crying, then Ben Affleck starts crying, then they start hugging each other like lovers, and he gets his movie made. In the meantime, there's poor Dan from Hoboken. He's sitting in Jersey.
Trying to have write in a fat Sam Adams into his film.
He gets nothing happening. Hey, Gary, you're on Run the Fez.
Hey, Gary.
What's going on, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that movie Stolen Summer. It sucks. Should have been called Stolen $10.
Stolen Summer? It was a stolen slumber. I slept through it.
I wish I slept through it. I'm serious.
I'm still picturing them putting a midget in a wig and making her swim.
They do that for half the movies out there, Fez.
I know, but it's just such a funny picture.
Sit around and watch a movie that has a kid in it, and you'll suddenly see a midget in some scene, either riding a motorcycle or jumping off a building. You see it constantly. It happens all the time. It's just ridiculous. Hey, we got to take a break here. Coming up, we'll be talking with some of the folks from The Onion. Their website, catch it on Really Big Comedy website. Also, tonight, Fez, we'll be doing a big-ass simulcast for Sweet Spot with Bill Murray and his family. And then also, once we're already into it, let's just watch the Osbournes. So basically, the last hour of the show tonight, just Fez and I enjoying TV.
Big-ass simulcast. 10 o'clock, Sweet Spot with the Murrays on Comedy Central. Then the Osbournes at 10:30 on MTV.
That's a good boy.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
That's a good boy.
It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WNEW.
We're Ron and Fez. Still to come, a big-ass simulcast.
Hey, Rob, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Ron and Fez, what's up, boys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, 2767 here. Hey, I heard that Sweet Melissa moan.
That's a good boy.
Was that the one that you heard?
That's what I heard.
That's a good boy.
Unfortunately, we're not doing the Sweet Melissa moan anymore.
So what?
Yeah. So you just hear it. That's all.
Come on.
What can I tell you? Whenever you hear him moan now, you get nothing.
The promotion ended.
Thanks anyway.
We talked about it last week.
Hey, Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, I heard Sweet Melissa moan also.
And what would you like us to do about it?
I don't know. How about set me up on a date with her one time?
Well, wouldn't that be nice? Seriously. She had a relationship, Roy, find out. Because she's very mysterious.
Do a background check on her.
Yeah. Do a background check on her and her family. Figure out what the hell happened. Get the whole story.
As we meet the sweet Melissas.
Hey, we're going to do a game show in here on Friday night where we're giving away a trip to L.A.
3-night trip for two to Los Angeles, tickets to Universal Studios, and $200 in spending cash. This is all courtesy of the Travel Channel. So it's the Travel Channel trip to L.A. giveaway. From Seinfeld's Diner to the Batcave, join the Travel Channel and visit your favorite TV show locations. Watch TV road trips. That's this Sunday coming up, April 7th at 9 p.m. only on the Travel Channel.
Oh, okay. I like the idea of this game.
I'm in on that show. I want to see that.
All right, so when is this coming on?
It's going to be this Sunday at 9, TV road trip on the Travel Channel.
Now, somebody once made up a book is like diagrams, like blueprints of what everybody's houses would look like. And you can buy this. So you'd be able to see Richie Cunningham's house look like, Desi and Lucy's house. And he sat down and drew the whole thing up. It was very, very cool.
Because like with the Cunninghams, you knew Richie had his room. Shortcake was always getting sent to her room.
Yeah.
Fonzie had the garage apartment, so he'll just put it in a big diagram of how everything fit together.
And apparently it was supposed to be exactly right. It was a blueprint the way it would have looked. But, it's funny when you're like, all right, I don't want to say, where did Seinfeld take place? Everybody will say New York. But they were only on that one street ever in New York.
Very rarely leaving the Upper West Side.
Well, it wasn't even the Upper West Side. It was that one block, which is really just a studio backlot thing. They never shot in New York at all.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right.
So I don't know where they get this New York feel. People, boy, that's New York. Okay, they're acting like it's New York. But really, they're literally right next door to every other show out there. Hey, all right, so let's do this. Let's try to get people, so we'll give away the trip this weekend. Do we know where they're staying at in L.A.? Are they staying at Universal?
I believe they're going to be going to Universal. I'll find out exactly if that's...
Because the Sheraton and the Hilton are right there.
Okay, let me find out right now.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a 3-night trip for two to L.A.
All right, so in a little while, we'll figure out how we're going to... we'll give away a couple a night, and then we'll bring 6 people in on Friday. We'll put together a TV game show for him, Fez.
Oh, nice. We'll have a big challenge. Yeah. The grand prize winner will win this from the Travel Channel.
Yeah. Here's Justin. Justin, you're on Run of Fez.
What up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Fezzy, how big of a puss are you that you lock yourself in the bathroom when you hear a noise?
Fez is a person who, a little bit on the paranoia side, aren't you,
I'm
Fez?
antsy, yeah.
What you do like a normal person is just grab a bat and check around the house, see what's going on.
Let me tell you something. One time, it's a true story, we were on the road, and my phone rings in the middle of the night, like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I answer it. It's Fez. He screams, the lights went off in the hotel.
Which they did.
And I'm going...
It wasn't just a bad dream this time.
So I'm going, yeah, okay, just go back to sleep. This is a good thing if the lights go out. You can't sleep with the lights out?
No, I have to have a light on to sleep. And what was weird was I was asleep, and it was the pitch blackness that woke me up.
So you're
like it was cymbals in my ear.
So no matter where you sleep, even in your own home, you're afraid of the dark?
Yeah, I always keep a light on.
You had to have been touched as a kid. I don't know.
At night?
Yeah.
Into the night.
I mean, you must have been, as soon as you drifted off, somebody came in your room and put a thumb in you. Because there's no man that would be afraid of that.
So now I keep a light on so I can see that thumb coming at me.
Sure. And wake up and see who's the one doing this. What else do you have like that? You would like a panic room, huh?
Yeah, I would love a panic room.
This panic room, it had the toilet in it, the water.
Perfect.
Now, in Florida, a lot of people would have that same kind of room, only they would call it a hurricane room, but it would be, have the big concrete and steel and stuff like that. It's basically all it is, a hurricane room.
I remember that company selling those, and they come to your house and would give you a hurricane room, like dropping off a big cinder block that you can walk into.
Yeah. I actually had a house that you could drop the... you could seal up all the windows if a hurricane was coming. You hit this button and all this, it was like almost like aluminum siding came down over this. But, I would think of it, it also come good if the Nazis attack our neighborhood.
Makes you feel like your home is all of a sudden bulletproof.
All right, this on the instant feedback. Fez, you should stay at the Motel 6 when you travel. They always leave a light on. So that's nice for you.
That is nice. That's the way to go.
I didn't want to ask you, so I knew you flew this morning. How did you do? Are you still nervous with it, or are you doing better?
I'm doing somewhat better. Yeah. If I could just get through takeoff without wigging out, I'd be fine.
You flipped out today?
Because I can usually, I have trouble staying in my seat, and I just shake like a leaf. And I'm downing bottle after water, and at some point I usually just throw the water into my face. I just hate the takeoff so bad. I've got myself now where maybe 35, 40 minutes into the flight, I can finally calm down and start to feel human again.
Start to relax?
Yeah, when I finally get the feeling that, we're safely away.
Right.
You know, 45 minutes into the flight, you realize by then we're probably not going to crash on takeoff.
Right.
So.
Well, don't they say only the first 40 seconds and the last 40 seconds are dangerous?
Well, I know that Rockaway flight was, I think they were up for 2 minutes, weren't they?
Oh, see, I don't know.
So
I never trust that Rockaway flight like nothing happened there.
Oh.
That was a terrorist attack to me.
And today I was fortunate enough to get to sit next to two retarded folk. And I don't just mean idiots. I mean medically diagnosed, mongoloid retarded folk. One had Tourette syndrome. Ronnie, you've flown with me. When someone hits the flight attendant bell, I jump and hit the ceiling because I hate any extra noise that I'm not ready for.
Mm-hmm.
This one's yelling, "Hey! Uh-oh! Hey! Uh-oh!" The whole time we're frickin' flying. So I'm thinking he's seen another plane or a missile come at us from out the window. It turned out we're on the JetBlue. He's watching the Cartoon Network. And Fred Flintstone would get hit in the head with a frying pan.
And that would make him...
And he would scream, "Uh-oh," at the top of his lungs.
Uh-huh.
Which I would just either wet myself or come screaming out of my seat.
You need to fly in a panic room, is what you need to do.
Oh, that would be nice.
Now, if you're sitting there screaming and hitting the ceiling and wetting yourself, I'm sure the retards probably went back and said, we flew next to another retard, only this one couldn't even enjoy cartoons. I mean, they're retarded. They're not afraid, right?
No, they loved it. They loved the flight attendants. Well, everyone loves the flight attendants there. But they fell in love with her. And they were just so excited taking off. Here we go, here we go.
Really?
Yeah. I hope nothing bad happens now, because here we go. And I'm listening to this in my ears as I'm trying to get through the worst part of the flight for me, the takeoff.
I'd feel like with a baby, where you'll go, God's not going to kill a baby or a retard. I'm always looking for the good. I look around for a priest or a nun, a baby. I've never actually flown with a retard, some of the things you've done.
I was right in the seat next to him.
Yeah.
And I look around and I go, when I see the people waiting to board, I always go, so these are the people I die with.
Here is Craig. Craig, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, guys, how you doing? Big House card holder 3439.
Yeah.
Ronnie, I want to tell you, I totally agreed because I went to see Panic Room with your assessment of Panic Room, but I thought the coolest thing was once they were in the Panic Room, remember in the beginning when the realtor was showing them, they could close that fake wall in front of the Panic Room, so you didn't even know there was a room.
Right, you didn't even know there was a Panic Room.
Cool, like Batgirl's apartment on TV.
Yeah, right. It was definitely a Batgirl's apartment type situation.
That was the best part, but I agree with you. The movie was,
Yeah, it was okay. I thought the bad guys were all really good.
No, they were great.
And then one bad guy, he's wearing a mask the whole movie. Now, I never checked to see before. So when his mask came off and I found out that I knew him, I was very impressed.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that was like an extra surprise for me. So if you go to this fest, try not to figure out who's in the mask until you're watching the movie.
I won't even try to guess.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys.
All right, see you.
Thanks for the call, Craig.
All in all, this movie, beneath everybody who did it, I thought.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you've seen the movies where the girl's home, taking care of a kid, and the kid's not exactly healthy.
Okay, right.
It's not bad enough that the guys are bigger than you and they have a gun. Then you have a girl wheezing that you're taking care of. And why is it always that? Is there ever a kid that doesn't have a heart problem or diabetic or something that they can't run and get away like everybody else?
Would you please keep your asthma down?
Yeah.
There's robbers.
Hey, Ann, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello, Ann.
Hi, Fez. I wanted to talk to you about your fear of flying because I'm afraid to fly too.
Oh, it's just awful.
So I can empathize. Like you just want to like run up and down the aisle screaming on takeoff.
If they would let me do that, I think I would feel a lot better.
Yeah, but you know what? You could take like Xanax and vodka before you leave.
Honey, don't think I haven't.
No, it doesn't work.
No, It doesn't work until after I'm off the plane and we've landed safely.
What about
then all of a sudden my knees go out.
What about talking to somebody sitting next to you? Except.
Yes, retarded folk.
Well, usually that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that is kind of rare, I believe.
Who are actually helping themselves to my own bag of chips. That was passed out by the flight attendant.
All right.
Good.
I don't want to make it any worse for you, Fez.
Yes.
But at any time while you're flying, do you see the 9/11 images in your mind? Because I see them a lot anyway.
Right.
I'll be taking a shower and I'll see those shots that we've seen over and over.
Well, I've noticed this. This is something I hadn't seen before. When the pilot and the captain need to use the restroom, and you know how they have that one that's right next to the pilot's door, the flight attendants now move this huge barrier in front of the passengers there, so you can't get around that as the pilot's door is being opened and they're going into the bathroom and back again.
All right, they can't pull off a 2.5-hour flight without taking a dump. Come on, go before you leave, boys.
You would think they could.
You know, if it's a safety issue to keep that door closed, keep it closed. Go 2.5 hours without going to the bathroom, you wimps. Hey, Dave, you're on Run of Fez.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
About 2 months ago, I was flying to Hawaii with a retarded girl 2 seats away from me.
Oh, that's great. That's not like it's a short flight.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she was also on her period and had no problem informing the entire first half of the plane that she was.
I can't think of about a retarded girl on the moon.
And, you know...
more macadamia nuts, please. Thank you.
Wanted to know if she needed to use a tampon at that moment and, all sorts of interesting questions about her anatomy.
I think I'm bleeding!
Uh-oh. Need another pad.
All right, thanks, Dave. Here's Peter. Peter, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Peter.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
The Xanax alone is the way to go.
Please.
You take a Xanax, there is absolutely no pain at all.
What do you got, the thinnest blood alive? No, I needed 3 Xanax to drive to my dealer's house.
Get out of here.
Xanax is nothing. It's a Tic Tac.
Yeah, exactly. You might as well give me a cert. Counter Xanax, Al.
I'm well nourished, like you guys are.
Why don't you have a glass of wine?
A glass of wine will always calm me down. Ronnie has flown all over the country with me. We have tried everything, legitimate, illegitimate.
I'll say this. I've given Fez enough drugs to drop a rhino, and I know for a fact, because I decided to go, medicine for medicine with him. Yes. And this son of a bitch will be slurring, but still scared.
And still shaking in my seat.
And he'll be like... I'm ready to play again, and I'm really loud, and
nothing works. I could get hit with an elephant gun. It ain't gonna bring me down.
Nothing does. Nothing stops that. Nothing stops him from telling total strangers that he's afraid.
Oh, I meet the captain and the pilot every time.
Well, I'm sure they since 9/11 they're interested in seeing a guy with a beard coming up to talk to him.
I don't have one of those big, long Osama beards.
No, but seriously, if I was going to guess your background, I'd say Middle Eastern.
Why would you guess that?
Or Midwestern. I'm not sure which one it is. But middle is something. So, but seriously, in the 21st century, Fezzy, we don't need guys acting like freaking maniacs up there. Just chill out and take it like a man. Scream inside.
Oh, I do. I'm screaming inside, outside, every which way.
But just inside. Because other people are going to be looking at it. And I'm telling you, since that happened, nobody is a real comfortable flyer anymore.
On the flight to Florida, there was this one girl, a teenage girl. She went in the restroom, and her little girl, comes up and starts banging on the door.
Oh, Jesus.
Saying, I need to go, I need to go. She knew her sister was in there. I immediately think air rage. I took the little girl's knees out and then sat on her until help came. Just like I knew I would. Unfortunately, the help came for her, which was the odd thing.
You're a hero, Fez. Hey, Rob.
Thank you. Go ahead, Rob.
Yes, I have a good tip for you guys. If you're going to be flying, take lithium.
lithium's the best. I used to take it for anger management, and it just calms you down.
Right, what were you so angry about?
Oh, you know, the flight, and I just went out to Colorado the other week, and they happened to sit me next to an Arab guy. So I took about 2 of them, and next thing you know, I'm like, he's my best friend.
If I'm sitting next to an Arab guy, I'm giving him 2 lithiums. I've never done lithium in my life. What is the main reason that's for? It's for, like, the guy from Beautiful Mind would be taking lithium. I think it's that strong. It's to stop you from, stop psychotic people from hearing voices.
From John Nashin.
But I've never heard of anybody, partying with lithium.
Oh, it's the best, man. You guys would love it.
Yeah.
And so you're not angry when you take it?
Not at all. I'm relaxed. I'm mellow. I mean, the Arab guy was my best friend.
How bad was your anger when they had to put you on drugs?
Oh, it was bad. I'm in college. I'd be flipping out. My professors were telling me I got a question wrong and stuff, and saying it was their fault.
So you're happy now that you're on drugs?
Absolutely.
I'll tell you this, Fezzy, and it came up not too long ago. Most of the people that we know that come in and out of here and people that we hang around with, I'd say in the 70 percentile range, and I'm not making that figure up, are on some kind of mood-altering drug.
Everybody has a bottle on them.
Yeah.
A little prescription bottle, I mean.
And it's the same situation. It's, it's something to keep them from being depressed or being anxious. Nobody just walks through life anymore without being on some kind of drug.
Well, that's just like this Rob. He gets a question wrong on a test. He needs drugs.
He needs to have his ass whipped is what he needs. I'm serious.
Write him a prescription.
You don't need to take drugs. You need to grow up. All right, thanks a lot. All right, this on the instant feedback. Lithium controls the manic episodes, according to mentalhealth.com. All right, the situation there, Fezzy, is some of these manic depressives, when they're up really high and when they're manic...
Yeah, that's the part I like.
Yeah, well, some of them will take all their money and go shopping with it, or run up their credit cards.
Get way too happy.
Or decide that they're building a sculpture in their backyard, whatever. And they need lithium to chill them out. But I'll check with Roy on this, so I know I was partying quite a bit. Have you ever heard of anybody using lithium just as a party drug?
No, I've never.
Like we do with most other downs?
Nope. No.
Yeah.
I've heard someone had it, like, for mental reasons.
Right.
And they're like, they asked me if I wanted to try.
Wasn't it a Kurt Cobain song because he was on it or something?
Yes,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, but I never knew anybody who would actually do it just to get high. Here's Pixie. Pixie, you're on Ron and Fez. What's your drug of choice? What are you on, Pixie?
I'm on the Zoloft.
All right, now what's the big deal with the Zoloft?
Well, I still suffer from depression, and...
What are you so depressed about, honey?
I don't know.
So you just feel sad?
Yeah.
Zoloft is the one that they advertise on TV with, like, the little Pac-Man character.
Yeah, with the little egghead guy.
Yeah, I never saw that. So you take this and then you're Pac-Man?
You're a happier Pac-Man.
Now, a friend of mine, Pixie, a guy on Zoloft, did not have the sexual urges, wasn't getting a lot of wood.
Ew.
And it wasn't like... He just forgot all about it, he told me. He says he stopped even trying. I heard that from a lot of people. Does that happen to women as well, Pix?
Well, I think I used to, think about, sex, way too much. And now it's it's not that I don't care, but it's not a big deal if I don't.
All right, see, Fezzy, she no longer remembers the person she was. Now it's it must have been too much, because now I'm not thinking about it at all. See, I don't want anything effing with my sexual urges.
Right.
I want to keep that the same.
And again, my basis for everything, that Beautiful Mind movie, John Nash had those same problems.
Yeah, right. But, here's the situation. John Nash, he's seeing people coming into his house. That's a problem. But, hey, I feel bad. Maybe you can work on it yourself before you have to take a pill to keep you from getting wood.
Maybe.
Not that I'm sure. Maybe, Pixie, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a shrink or something.
Yeah.
But did you get it from a shrink or a general practitioner?
Practitioner.
See, that's my problem with it as well. I'm saying, okay, if you were on this drug because you're going to a shrink and you're going to therapy and you're working on it and working on getting off the drug, okay. Your doctor says here you feel bad, take these pills? That's effing nuts. How does he know? Maybe you should feel bad.
Did he ask you what was going on in your life that had you so depressed, or did you just say, I'm really depressed lately?
Pretty much that.
So he just gives you... Now, how long have you been on it?
Since, like, June.
And you said you haven't had the sexual urges since then?
Not as much. Like, they're still there, but it's like... It used to be, like, a lot more.
It used to be what, every day?
Well, I used to, like, want it more, and now I'm just like, whatever.
Right.
Jeez.
It's not a big deal. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me.
It is to me. I gotta tell you right now, honey, it is to me.
It is a big deal, Pixie, and you don't even realize it.
I need you out there banging like a bunny. I need you banging like a bunny. I'd rather have you depressed than effed. All right, thanks a lot.
Why should we all be depressed?
Here's Rob. Rob, what are you on, big man?
Hey, Rob.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
What you taking?
I actually take Effexor, which is for depression and anxiety. But
I never even heard of that one.
That's all part of the Zoloft.
No, listen, guys, no. But when I went to the doctor, I expressed concern over the Zoloft and not being able to perform or wanting to.
Right.
So he prescribed Effexor, which actually has the opposite effect, and you can perform, you can't finish, which is actually a very good thing. You understand?
So
you can keep going a lot longer. If you're a 10-minute guy, you're going to go 40 minutes.
All right, now, because of your drug, you don't finish at all?
No, I do finish. It just takes a lot longer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also on Xanax.
Why are you on all this, man?
I don't know. Out of nowhere, I had leading a really good, great life.
Yeah.
Really serious, like a really great time.
Sure.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just was like crying during the day.
Like
during
a woman.
commercials, just out of nowhere, guys. But you know what I think happened?
I do that.
No, but wait, no. It was just really ridiculous. But I think I was doing so many other drugs a few years ago, I knocked some chemicals out of balance. And so I think the medication I'm taking now, the Effexor, is going to help put those chemicals back in balance, and I'll be fine again. I'm already fine.
Are you seeing a shrink at all?
What? I go to him, but he just gives me the medication. I have no problems in my life. I got nothing to discuss with him.
Yeah.
It's a chemical imbalance, and the Effexor's really been helping me. And it doesn't give you the side effects Zoloft does, so it's very good.
All right, thank you very much, Rob.
Thanks for taking my call, guys.
All right, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Boy, he sounds like he's...
See, I think it's like me, because I take the Lipitor, which is the cholesterol-lowering medicine.
Yeah.
Because you know me, Ronnie. I'm not going to get out and run. I'm not going to eat oatmeal and take care of my diet. I'm just going to take this pill instead. That lowers my cholesterol.
What's that do for you? It just lowers it?
Yeah.
Or is it like a pill version of oatmeal? Here's Tommy.
Oat pills.
Tommy, you're on Ron and Fez.
That would be a Cheerio. Hi, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm on Effexor and a Klonopin, and unlike the other guy, I have lost all sexual feelings.
See, now, if I lose all my sexual feelings, I'm depressed.
Yeah, I know. I'm only 26. It's driving me crazy.
I can't, I don't care what other problems I have in my life. The Super D has to be running, Fezzy, perfectly.
Really? The Super D?
I know. It's like I don't even want to go out in case I meet a woman,
And then you're going to sit and rub your limp Effexor thing all over. All right, what had you so depressed?
Go ahead,
Tommy.
Tommy, what got you in this point,
Oh, I don't know. It's actually, I'm on it for depression and anxiety.
Yeah.
And I've been on, really bad anxiety for about 6 years. And then I went to a shrink, and he prescribed it.
All right, so it took you 6 years before you ever got to one, right?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you go see a psychologist to see if maybe you can start to learn how to deal with some of your panic stuff?
Oh, I did, yeah. I'm going now.
All right, so the point is to finally get you off this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And get the Super D up and working again.
Point.
That's the plan, right?
I'm hoping, yeah.
Because I have one motto in my life, that's Super D, no defects. I like to say that to him.
The Super D.
No defects whatsoever. Thank you very much, my friend. Here's Ryan. Ryan, you're on Manifest. How you doing, pal?
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Go ahead, pal.
I was on Effexor. It's the worst.
Yeah.
You think for the first couple of months, oh, this is great. I can last a while, the whole 9 yards. After a while, it's awful. You lose complete interest because it takes so long, it's not even worth doing.
Oh, jeez, see, I can't play those games.
Yeah, you think it's going to be great, and maybe, you can be able, especially if you're real quick, you're like, oh, this is great. And then,
how am I getting, Al Dukes on one of these things?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Ronnie, you think Al Dukes is on some antidepressant that's making him no interest in Ice Cream Girl or any other woman?
He's too depressed to be on antidepressants. I wouldn't mind putting him on something.
No, it's definitely not worth it.
All right, NM, the remote producer, says, here's the only way to live. With the motto is, it could always be worse. And that is true.
That's true.
No matter how bad you get it, you can get F 10 times worse. I thank you, my friend.
Okay.
877-692-1027.
Oh, jeez. Billy's right from me. Doctors can give you some other drug to increase sex urge after other antidepressants take it away. Yeah, that's what I want to be doing. Taking 8 to 10 pills a day, Billy.
Yeah, I'll have a Effexor and a Viagra, please, to go.
Here's Ricky. Hey, Ricky, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Ricky.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
10948 here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention. What are you on, my man?
I'm on Paxil for social anxiety.
Tell me social anxiety.
Well,
what's that like for you?
Well, you're just kind of quiet. You just really don't, talk to people,
Yeah, I have that.
You get, kind of scared, too, and then, other things happen to me, too. I'm also depressed at times because I feel like I'm alone in the world and all this other stuff.
We're all alone here.
And, and plus I'm, 16, so that's, really kind of, bugging, and especially at, this time of my life, And
I feel like I have all the same stuff.
And you're, Ricky, you're 16?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Having a tough time talking to girls and sweating when you get in social situations, I thought that was called being 16. Maybe you're fine, my man.
Now, I could talk to girls and all, but the depressive thing and all that, and I never really talked to people before I got on the Paxil.
Yeah, now you're talking to everybody.
See, that's the advertising, Ronnie. You see the commercial, because I've seen this one, where the guy is just, you see everyone asking who wants to go out to lunch, and this person just shies away and pulls a little sandwich out of their desk. They can't stand to be even in that socialist situation. By the end of the commercial, the guy is making a speech in front of a huge auditorium and receiving awards. So they make people think this pill is just going to turn you into Halle Berry.
Hey, everybody, how we doing? It's fantastic. I'm on Paxil. Nice to see you. Every time...
I'm Jai Paxil.
Every time we get a perfect drug, it never works out. Here's the situation. I say drugs should be to make you feel high, not to make you feel normal. If you feel normal and you want to get high, do a drug, have a drink, smoke a joint. But if the way you are is pretty much the way you are unless you start to work at it, whether you're working with a shrink or some other reason. You go to a damn Tony Robbins class, something where you yourself are working things out.
Now,
how can
Ricky,
these drugs work?
Yeah.
Did you ask to go get help, or did your parents drag you there because you're such a lump around the house?
My parents kind of dragged me.
Yeah, how would he know? Fezzy, how would you know you had social anxiety unless somebody told you?
You have social anxiety, young man, and you're going to the doctor.
I never even knew the thing. You get quiet around chicks. You got social anxiety. All right, thanks, man.
All right,
here's Tammy. Tammy, you're on Ron the Fez.
Hello, Tammy.
Hi.
Hey, babe.
You guys are so great. I listen to you all the time.
We really are. I was telling Fez that on our way here today.
He was.
I said we're phenomenal, and nobody gets it. Nobody knows that.
Well, I didn't hear any ladies calling in. I'm on 40 milligrams of Paxil, and I started out at...
Nice.
Thank you. I started out at...
All right, Tammy, why'd you start taking the Paxil?
Well, I have obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Hot.
As well as depression, but more so for the obsessive-compulsive disorder.
All right, what are you OCD about?
Cleaning. I'm actually cleaning right now while I'm listening to you.
My apartment is a mess. Could you could you skip a dosage and come over?
And I started out at 20 milligrams, and it wasn't enough, so they had to raise it to 40. At 20 milligrams, I could still finish, I'm sorry. But it was more difficult. But at 40 milligrams, it's totally impossible. But my main comment is that the medication has improved my life so much that I guess as a woman, I probably have a different viewpoint than a man. Guys don't want to give that up, and I know a lot of guys that have stopped taking medication, even though they desperately need to, because of the sexual side effects. But for me, I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, it was so frustrating, but I've come to realize that my mental health is more important than that.
So you lost on this Paxil, you've lost your sexual urges?
No, not my urges, but I can't finish.
You can't reach the O.
Right.
Wow.
Unless, and this is a free tip to all the guys out there, that you can take a medication vacation. If you don't take your medication for 2 days, you can finish.
Yeah, but that's now you're starting to have around with your brain chemistry. You're taking it up, and then you're taking it down yourself without your doctor.
Actually, no. No, I've discussed this with my doctor. The medication, after a while, your blood level, you achieve the medication's in your system. So if you don't take it for 2 days, it doesn't affect anything.
So here's the thing, though, Tammy. Your basic situation is this. You can have sex, but you can't reach nirvana. Mm. And I'm saying you this, and that's the owner of the Super D. I'd have to kick your ass to the curb. I can't be with a woman who's not at least a multiple.
Well, I tell you the truth. I've had to fake it a few times with people. Like
you can't curse. I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know what that Paxil drug got you, but you can't curse on the radio.
I apologize.
All right.
Someone write you a prescription for a foul mouth?
I'll put a quarter in the bad word jar.
Okay. Now she's all depressed again.
Listen, you give him a Percocet, 2 Vicodin, and a couple of beers, and the panties drop.
All right, Tammy, so your situation is this. Since Paxil, can't have the O.
Right, unless I don't take it for 2 days.
Well,
which I tell you the honest truth, I hardly ever, only if it happens on accident, like, if I forgot or something, then
you'll finally F again.
Well, I'll F regardless, but it won't, it won't happen. But like I was saying, sometimes I have, in reference to what you said, I have faked it with people that, because...
Right. They want you to.
Yeah.
All right, Paxi.
She's riding the Paxi cab.
We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
877-692-1027.
The guy's trying to get her on, Fezzi, and she's wearing a Paxi pad. That's not right. All right. Coming up at 10, we're going to do a big-ass simulcast with Bill Murray and the Murray Brothers.
We're going to start it off with The Sweet Spot, the new Murray Brothers show on Comedy Central. Then the big-ass simulcast switches over to MTV for the Osbournes.
In the next hour, we'll pick 2 people that will come in on Friday and try to win a trip to Los Angeles.
That's all from the Travel Channel. 3-night trip for 2 to Los Angeles. Tickets to Universal Studios. $200 in spending cash, all courtesy of the Travel Channel, that invite you to watch your favorite TV show locations on TV Road Trip this Sunday, April 7th at 9 p.m. only on the Travel Channel.
Right back. It's Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
I'll be playing the part of Pharrell.
And we're trying to order food in the restaurant. Excuse me, waitress. I'd like...
Pharrell needs some menu right now. Pharrell's got to get a menu. He got to see the appetizers. Maybe a soup of the day. I'll tell you what. What's your entree today? You got any specials going? I need food. 100 miles an hour. Here we go. And don't forget the dessert. I'm taking a chocolate mousse. Maybe we'll do that. And then an espresso, because I need energy. I got to go 100 miles an hour.
Sports in the Morning with Pharrell. Tomorrow live at 5:45. 1027 WNEW.
It's no longer even the sports guys, and they're still running that promo.
They're running a promo for the sports guys, and it's Pharrell with Sports in the Morning. What the F?
Take it out. Give it to me.
Take it out right now.
Pull it out. We don't need it to go up.
All right, now the problem's solved, isn't it? Ron and Fez here to tell you about Sam Adams. Major League Baseball season, it is now underway.
It is underway, Fezzy. And only 161 more games to go.
Oh, nice. Baseball, a great American pastime.
The Yanks lose yesterday. I'm like, it's over. Half them.
Are they mathematically out of it?
Almost. I'm just so furious.
What's the magic number?
Yeah. Well, all I can think of was the last game last year. What, are we going to lose everything now?
Baseball, great American pastime, and Sam Adams, it's a great tasting American beer. They go hand in hand. Have it ready for baseball season.
Sam Adams. You know what I like to do at my own house?
What's that?
I like to have my Sam there. Then also, like on a TV tray, I have my peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Oh, nice.
So I honestly feel like I'm at the game.
You should install some bleacher seats, something.
No, I like to be comfortable.
Oh, okay.
I like to imagine that there's lazy boys at the stadium.
Oh, that'd be nice. There's no better way to enjoy all the great baseball action this season than with a great tasting better beer, Sam Adams. Grab some Sam Adams for the baseball season and get the party going. Be a better beer drinker. Drink a better beer. Sam Adams. It is America's world-class beer.
Ron and Fez. 102.7 WNEW.
On My Birthday by Fez Marie Watley. On my birthday, as I began yet another year-long journey around a bright yellow star I called the sun, I wonder, where is my generation's place in the history, in the plan, in the grand scheme of the cosmos? And as I enter my 20-somethings, yikes, I can't even believe how that sounds out loud, I wonder, where do I fit in here on Spaceship Earth? For I live in a different world than the one my parents knew and their parents before them. When I was born, televisions already had cable, the ozone layer already had a hole, and Phil Collins already had a solo career. I'm sorry, Mr. Older Stranger, but because of my young age, I don't know of your Vietnam, your Watergate, your Iranian hostage crisis. I celebrated the bicentennial with millions of other sperm cells. For me, the world of the older generation consists of some cracked yellowed photographs in a dusty picture book. I never knew Elvis, John Lennon, or Freddie Prinze Sr. I've only known a burned Richard Pryor, a white Michael Jackson, and a fat and bald Rob Reiner. Your world of Skylab, 3 Mile Island, and disco is as foreign to me as the days of ancient Rome. But don't resent me for not knowing. Teach me, for how can I fully appreciate the significance of the Apollo missions when I've had a space shuttle launch practically every other month since the year of my birth? I want to know of your legends, because in sports, I never saw Namath, Staubach, and Bradshaw play. I grew up only knowing the names Aikman, Favre, and Manning. To me, classic television isn't the Honeymooners, I Love Lucy, and Father Knows Best. It's Growing Pains, Night Court, and Kate and Allie. You must remember that my generation and I were raised on a heavy diet of boy bands and Britney Spears. People my age know Jacob Dylan better than Bob Dylan, Morrissey more than Morrison, and P.O.D. better than R.E.O. Yes, at my young age, I've had the advantage of websites, cell phones, and bottled waters. But I want to know of a far-off land called the past, and learn about it, and use that knowledge for the future. So tell me of those days when you had to dial a phone, fill ice trays in order to have cool drinks, and when movies only cost $7. Because I will listen to stories about a funny man named John Belushi, and about a master puppeteer named Jim Henson, and about a girl who wouldn't eat named Karen Carpenter. I will listen and I will learn. So give me the greatest advantage someone of my generation could possibly have. The advantage of your knowledge and your experience. That's what I want on my birthday. We're Ron and Fez. Ron Bennington, Fez Watley with you.
Just hanging out tonight, Fezzy, getting ready to watch this new Bill Murray show on tonight.
The Sweet Spot on Comedy Central. That starts at 10. That's when our big-ass simulcast will start.
For some reason, Jersey Rich keeps sending me pictures of Bill Murray's son. It's making me very nervous.
Are they all the same pictures or several different ones?
I don't know. I guess they're buddies or something.
Because that's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
So I got to see for my birthday this weekend. By the way, I want to thank everyone who came in. They were way too nice to me last Thursday. And I got to see my brand new baby niece for my birthday. That girl is tiny. I mean, she is little. She's a 5-pounder.
5 pounds?
Yeah.
And she's already over a week old, right?
Right.
Wow.
So she is little. And, of course, to go see her, we had to spend Easter with the fam out in Morriston, Florida. Oh, my gosh. We are just nowhere near any sort of civilization whatsoever. And, of course, a pig was killed and cooked for dinner.
Nice. So it was a pig roast?
We had a pig roast.
How was it?
Smoked turkey. It was great.
Yeah.
Everything was delicious. And we had to hear Uncle Jeff, of course, explain the problem he had with the chicken coop. True story. He's got a problem with possums getting in his coop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he says, he tells it, I get these little traps, these little steel traps like a bear trap, they're smaller, and I put them all over the floor of the chicken coop at night, because chickens are going to go roost. I guess they're going to be up on the shelf or whatever, sleeping, and then that way the possums. He oversleeps. The chickens quit roosting, get up for the morning, and now he's got several one-legged chickens that got caught in the traps that were supposed to catch the possums at night.
So you're there eating a fresh killed pig, and he's telling you how he tried to kill possums but ended up killing his... I'd be like this, excuse me. Thank you, I'm done with the stories.
May I leave now? So the chicken's not dead, but just one-legged.
Whatever Fezzy wants. Whatever Fezzy wants, Fezzy gets. He's Fezzy gets from this point on. It's still his birthday to May. You decide which way you want to go on that Fez? They're talking about food.
Yeah, I'll go the burger way.
Well, we'll be paying for a burger, so no Hard Rock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then I'll go the cheesesteak way.
Yeah, if we're going to pay.
Yeah. All right. See, I didn't get the note.
No onions on it. Yeah, I said send it over to Fezzy. No, nothing.
I didn't get the note, so...
Hard Rock Johnny, for whatever reason, blew us off. Between him and Assman, I don't know who hates us more.
A little hate competition going on, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what it is about me and Fez, but we can't seem to keep a friend. Maybe it's our attitudes. I don't know at this point.
I don't know, because I find this a joy and a delight. I don't think there's two people that are nicer to others than us.
Hey, let's play some TV trivia. We'll pick 2 people who get to come in here on Friday. Then we'll put together a TV game show of TV trivia. Winner goes out to Los Angeles.
That's going to be all courtesy of the Travel Channel. 3-night trip for 2 to L.A. Tickets, of course, to Universal Studios, Hollywood, $200 in spending cash. This is all from TV Road Trip. That's going to be this Sunday, April 7th at 9 p.m. on the Travel Channel. What they do is they visit your favorite TV show locations.
Right.
The Seinfeld Diner, up on the Upper West Side, up on, 112th?
Right. Oh, so they're going to real places.
Right. And it says the Batcave. I didn't know the Batcave was real.
I saw that in another movie. In a movie called Shortcuts, they were out somewhere, and they go right over here where we're in this park is where they filmed the actual Batcave. I guess it's just the outside.
I guess where you see the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Tearing out of, the side of the hill.
Yeah. I guess the most famous would have to be that Hawaii thing. Any of the Jack Lord stuff or the other Hawaii show.
With Hawaii Five-0, I'd love to stay in that hotel where they zoom in real quick on Jack Lord up on the balcony. I'd like the Jack Lord suite, please.
Why his hair's blowing all over the place.
So 877-692-1027. Boys, give me some game show music.
Yeah, give us some game show music. And Fez, you just roll some stuff off the top of your head, because nobody knows TV like my partner.
All right.
This guy knows his TV trivia.
I am all over it.
Let's try Dylan first. How you doing, Dylan?
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, 1625.
All right, buddy. Now, you'll get a prize if you win this, but to win the trip, you got to come in and win and be in studio on Friday. Can you do that?
Yes.
You sure?
I am positive.
Okay.
All right.
You'll compete against others for the grand prize should you win here and now.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan, let me ask you this. From the show MASH, what was Radar O'Reilly's real first name? The character's real first name. His nickname was Radar. What was the character's real first name?
I don't know.
Sorry. Won't be here Friday.
Sorry. Got to have a TV fan to win this.
Sorry.
Carl, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Carl.
All right. How you doing?
Good, buddy.
What we doing?
Go ahead.
Carl, you got the answer?
No, I don't.
You need the question again?
No, I don't.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, Fezzy, I heard the question he asked, It sounds easy, although it's not popping into my mind, but I know I've heard it before.
All right.
It's not one of those, like Gilligan. They're always bringing up that stupid thing. But this is a real one that was used several times on the show.
On the show MASH, what is Corporal Radar O'Reilly's, the character's real first name?
Eli, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys,
Eli.
how's it going?
Yeah.
Hey there. What you got for me?
Here's the question one more time for you, Eli.
The character Radar O'Reilly on MASH, what was that character's real first name?
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Look at it, quick.
Corporal.
Get to a mirror.
Corporal.
Walter?
Walter, guess what? On Friday, Fez? Eli's coming.
Yes, sir.
That's the winning cowbell.
All right.
Eli's coming.
Boy, I pulled that one out of my ass, huh?
You sure did, my friend.
You hold on. We'll send you the big-ass prize clause to pick out an Al Dukes mud pack for yourself. Then you'll be in studio on Friday competing for that trip to L.A. from the Travel Channel.
All right, Walter O'Reilly.
Right.
Now, by the way, Fezzy, Heckler has offered to help us with some of the questions on Friday. We'll bring the people in. I love to have a big in-studio game where the people are leaving on a big trip like this.
I love that. And Heckler, nobody's going to be better at it than that. The man is nothing but old school.
All right, we'll do another question. But tell me again when this show's going to be on and where, Fez.
This show's going to be on the Travel Channel. Yeah. It's going to be this Sunday. That's the 7th of April, 9 p.m., called TV Road Trip, where the Travel Channel visits your favorite TV show locations.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. I'll go out of my way. Like when I'm in Boston, I went to the Cheers place and acted like I was walking down the steps for the picture.
Right.
Hey, here we go. All right, let's ask another question. We'll see if we can get somebody else to come in.
All right. For this one, we'll go to The Facts of Life.
Oh.
One of my favorite TV shows. All right. What was the name of the Facts of on The Facts of Life of Mrs. Garrett's gourmet food shop? That was kind of in the later episode.
Was it Fatties?
No, it wasn't Fatties. Okay. Red-headed Fatties.
By the way, did you see Hard Rock Johnny's up there on the phone? Did you talk to him on line 7? I need a producer so bad, Fezzy.
I need some food.
Hey, Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dan.
Buddy.
Was it Edith Edibles?
No, sorry, not Edith Edibles.
Sorry. Now remember, if you win this, you got to come in on Friday to play for the grand prize. Say, Brad, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Brad, can you make it in Friday?
Absolutely.
Cool. Do you have an answer?
I believe it's Edna's Edibles.
The answer is Edna's Edibles.
Yeah, boy.
Brad is coming. What's going on over there?
I'm getting asked what kind of cheese I want. Well, I'm trying to register people for a chance to win a trip to L.A.
Hey, Hard Rock Johnny.
I'm very upset, boys. I'm very sad.
What happened,
Johnny!
Don't put me in the ass man category. Maybe in stature, but I got a new big boss over there, and I got to break him in gently. I promise by the end of the week I'll get you something.
F him gently.
I will. You have to.
Yeah.
Got to break him in.
I thought you were Hard Rock Johnny. I thought you were the big boss.
No. There's bigger ones.
Yeah.
Maybe not, size-wise,
right.
but I mean,
sure.
He's the higher-up ranking officer, maybe. So, but I promise, by the end of the week, maybe Friday for your game, we can provide some catering for you.
All right, thank you very much, my friend.
Don't put me in the ass man category.
It seems like right now you're in the ass man category.
No.
I want to see you get out, Johnny.
It's like
I'll get out, I promise.
Yeah, that yellow cheese they use. Don't worry, we're going to be eating cheese steaks tonight, Johnny.
It's like you've been put in the ass bin.
No, don't put me in the ass man.
There going to be fries down there?
Now I got to start calling Don and Mike even?
Yeah.
No.
Enjoy.
No.
All right, thanks, my friend.
See ya.
Thank you. Hard Rock Johnny, or as he wants to be called now, Dan.
Let me see. Somebody's asking me, is there any links that people can listen to the question? If anybody knows that, if there's any those bootleg links that people can listen to us on the computer, IM me at Ron and Fez at AOL.
And then that way we'll be able to pass them along.
Yeah. Well, somebody's looking for one right now. Jenny Q.
How's she doing?
She's doing great.
Yeah?
Are you kidding me? She's doing fantastic. She's doing unbelievable. Don't worry about her. Things are happening.
Was she upset that Rosie tried to make up with Governor Bush?
I don't know. I don't think she was ever a big Rosie fan. I think...
not a fan of either one there.
There was a great George W. situation in the New York Times today, and I said situation again, and I'm trying to break myself of that.
Well, at least you're catching it now.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, is to be into it and then know that you're going to deal with it. So George W. is getting some heat for not really, it's the first time an American president hasn't been really involved in what's going on in the Middle East. Normally, for a long time, our presidents will hop into the Middle East situation like it's nothing. And George W.'s going, hey, Arafat, you better do something. He's just kind of mumbling from the background. So they're going, why aren't you being involved in it? It's the first time he's taken heat for a while. And he said, apparently they weren't there when I was making calls to world leaders from Crawford, Texas in the morning. And they're going, yes, we weren't there. You have to tell us if you're doing this stuff. You got to put us in the know.
Now, I remember watching that on the news when Arafat was in his panic room.
Yeah.
And the lights were out, and he's just holding a flashlight or a candle to his face, making a TV statement. They went to the president who was making a statement. I had no idea he was in the Crawford Ranch. I had no idea where he was. He sounded like he was in a bunker on the news. They had no TV cameras. They just had this crappy audio of him, and he had no idea, and they weren't saying where the president was.
Wow.
They were just saying on the news, on the cable news, President George W. Bush's statement. And it sounded like when they put him in Air Force One and hit him somewhere again. The shadow government. What is going on? And the Queen Mum dies. Oh, what a weekend.
So apparently, Tony Blair is coming to Crawford. He's going to spend a week or a couple days in Crawford.
Nice. I'll get some catfish and chips.
And they said one of the things that they want people to do when he gets there, he wants them to have clear brush. I go, we ain't going to do that.
Is it clear brush or clear bush?
When you finally, get to the point where you're running a country, the last thing you want us to do is start helping to clear brush.
That's not going to solve anything, clearing this land.
All right, so I got a ton of these things that I guess we're playing underground on the Internet. Although I won't say I'm live on the air because the Infinity lawyers will go out of their way to cut things down. One of them is named after you, though, Fez.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently it's an underground thing called Watley Blank. You know about this, Roy? I don't want to say the name.
Write the name down for me, Roy.
Here it is. It's called Watley and then this word.
Oh. Nice.
It's so hysterical.
Well, all right. I got no problem with that.
Yeah, I know you don't, but
but others do.
Yeah, others do from this company, so I don't ever want to give it out online. I think it's cool that people can listen from wherever. I don't understand why we have to do the same thing all the time. All right, so Friday we're giving out a trip. That's nice.
We'll have competitors coming in here to do the TV trivia game from the Travel Channel. Chance to win a 3-night trip for two to L.A., Universal Studios Hollywood, and $200 in spending cash, all from the Travel Channel.
Now, I'm excited enough, Fezzy. All right, someone says, wow, I didn't think Fez would be floored by Watley Blank. All right, now people are all saying the Watley thing is not live. So basically, I don't know what they're doing, just...
best ofs?
Yeah, I guess they're running their own little best of. I guess it's all Al Dukes. It should be called Dukes Radio. Hey, somebody already wrote to me that said that the damn Dukes thing, the best of was a lot of Dukes. Is that true, Roy?
We get that same complaint. We've said it over and over again. No more Al Dukes on a best of.
No, if there was anything, it was something like Al coming in and making a comment here and there.
Even that, clip it out.
Okay. I'll let it roll
out. But I do want is a picture of his new hair on the Internet.
Okay, I'll
that hairdo of his, I don't know what the hell he was trying.
Yeah.
But that thing is a mess, and now he's hiding it under a Tampa Bay Buccaneer hat. He did that thing, Ronnie, where you try to, when you're balding like that, if you crop it close to the sides, it makes it look longer on top.
Is that right?
So that's what he went with, and now he's got some goofy-looking hairdo that just, I'm sorry, Al, it didn't work on you.
Where are these guys getting their haircuts who work for us? It looks like they make no attempt to go to a stylist. It's like they're getting their hair cut in 1933 at best.
I think they're trying to Floby themselves. We got some bad hair on this show.
I don't get it.
What I miss is Hawk wearing his mohawk like he used to all the time.
That only happened one day.
But I miss it.
I like his Derek Jeter look that he keeps now. Because it's our only way to combat back against Eddie Trunk.
We've got Jeter.
All right, by the way, remember when Eddie Trunk was so excited when GQ magazine came in to take pictures of him and Mike Piazza?
Oh, yeah, he was so excited he tucked his shirt in for once in his life.
Right, and they posed for a million different pictures, and we even put the scumbags on the air with us, right? Remember that?
Yeah, we got girls dancing for him.
Yeah. Well, here's the picture. I pick up the GQ. And there's a picture of Mike Piazza having fun and no Eddie Trunk at all.
Oh.
Now, it does say...
Hey, right.
It does say Friday Night Rocks. It does say WNEW. But it does not say... it actually talks about Eddie Trunk. But no picture of Eddie Trunk, and Eddie wanted to be in it. He wanted to tell people he's the GQ DJ.
He was so hysterical because he came in and he got his shirt all tucked in and he looked nice, and I think he had shaved for once.
Yeah.
Combed that hair of his.
Now, I want to do the same thing with naked pictures of Webby. I'm putting that up.
And GQ. When they stop by again.
I just sent that out to her because she's asking if, this was a live show or not, because she's hearing what we're talking about. So she's not on the Watley Blank Fest. She's on something else.
Oh, okay.
So I guess there's quite a few out there that you can get underground. And maybe the lawyers will never be able to cut them down. That's good, though.
They'll never be able to find them all.
Yeah.
877-692-1027.
All right, now at 10 o'clock tonight, I want everybody to turn on Comedy Central, but turn the radio down and listen to Fez and I as we big-ass simulcast our favorite comedian, Mr. Bill Murray.
Bill Murray and his brothers doing a show called The Sweet Spot. It's the Murray brothers on Comedy Central out golfing.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And then, of course, the Osbournes on MTV coming up right after that at 10:30. Now, I wonder if they'll do an episode about the Queen Mum dying.
No. Because they're so
break
fun.
down.
Last week's show, when they were throwing hams over, that was New Year's Eve, they said.
Oh, okay.
So they're that far behind.
Well, it's so out of context because sometimes the kid will be blonde, sometimes he'll have a mohawk, sometimes he's got the It's Pat look that we heard about.
Yeah.
So it's shot completely out of context.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. It's the Ron Fez Show.
Ron and Fez. Frequency 1027 WNEW.
Ron and Fez on a Tuesday night, back from a long weekend. 877-692-1027.
10 o'clock, we will be doing a big-ass simulcast. Right now, Fezzi's got a little...
Spy report.
On the Dudley Moore funeral.
Yeah, Dudley Moore, who, of course, passed away last week. Ronnie, the funeral may be held up now. His ex-wife, Nicole Rothschild, is trying to put a stop to the funeral. She's threatening to halt the ceremony.
What's the big dealio?
Well, apparently one of Dudley Moore's last wishes was reported that his ex-wife, Rothschild, as he calls her, former drug addict, and, of course, mother of his youngest son, he requested that she be banned completely from his funeral. That's always nice when you can stick it to someone from the grave.
Right. Normally, you show up at the person's funeral wearing a red dress, and it's your way of getting even. So if you ever have an uncle or a grandfather you didn't like and they die, you show up in a red dress.
So at this point, she is threatening to halt the ceremony, take legal action if she can, to make sure that she can go to this funeral.
What kind of legal action is there to get somebody you're divorced from into your funeral? You can't have a closed funeral? Who's running the deal for him? Is it his family or a new wife?
I don't know if he has a new wife. It must be his estate.
You know, these
whatever
people,
that means.
Anytime you F up a funeral, you're like a whore in a church. And you just have no respect for the living or the dead. It's already an awkward situation for his... I said situation again. It's already an awkward deal for his family. Now you have to show up. I have to sit in the front row. He wanted my son to be a pallbearer. You got to be one of those effing ass wipes who just can't get through the day.
This must be awfully embarrassing for you.
It's embarrassing for you, Dudley. You're the one who lives such a life. They're fighting over your body while you're dead.
She's saying that this is all because of her son with Dudley Moore, Nicholas Moore.
Yeah.
Who she says needs to be there at his father's funeral. I don't remember Dudley in any of this saying, I want my youngest son banned from the funeral. It's his crazy nutbar mother he doesn't want in there.
How old is the kid?
It just says youngest son, so I have no idea.
Because if the kid's like 5'6", you got to skip it anyway.
Right, the ex-wife is 38. So he can't be that old.
So hot.
She says, if necessary, I will disrupt the funeral.
Disrobe. You should disrobe at the funeral. If necessary, you want to pull Dudley out of his casket and just start beating his ass with a doorknob.
She says, I know it sounds grotesque, but it's also grotesque that a child should live a life and not be able to see his father. Here's the best thing. I will do everything in my power I can to impound the body.
Wow.
Whoa.
You know what you ought to do? Crawl into the casket and start dry humping them. You don't show them. They can't push you around, honey. Have your kid take a whiz on them.
This is like Kate Smith, the legendary Kate Smith. When she died, there was a big fight over who got her corpse, and she ended up being in a freezer for 2 years.
I think she's still in there, Fezzy.
Really?
They got her in there with the minx. They got her in the freezer with the stolen minx.
I will do my best to impound the body.
All right, here's Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, I have the legal term for stopping the burial.
What's that?
It's called Haltus Plantus Rotting Corpsicus.
All right, so you're doing a little joke there, huh?
Yeah, gesundheit.
Yeah, right. It's real funny.
Nice work.
All right. Angry Fatty says, why don't you just knock the body over like the movie Clerks? I saw a fist fight at a funeral one time with the wife and the chick he was banging. And it was the new wife, my friend. You know, of course, he goes out in a blaze of glory. And so the girlfriend, who everybody in the town knew that he was banging, shows up. The wife gets over. They start slapping and clawing around. I turned to my friend and said, this is all I ever wanted. 2 bitches fighting over me at my funeral.
That is absolutely perfect.
I'd be laying there in my casket with a heart on. I'd be so happy.
We can't get the lid shut.
Right. The Super D is keeping the lid open.
Now, I know with my grandfather's funeral, my uncle, his son, as they're getting ready to close the lid, he slipped something in my grandfather's coat pocket in the box.
Yeah.
The sisters, mother and her sister, can't stand the thought of it. They've got to know what he did. They're trying to get the lid back open to look in his grandpa's pocket to see what went in there.
What was it?
$100 bill.
Nice.
Like you're going to be needing that.
Well, in my family, I've seen everybody. They put a flask in there. They'll give the guy cigarettes. And I don't want to say nothing, but starts to look like a flea market we're lowering.
We knew a friend who buried his mother in a Pittsburgh Pirates uniform with a Willie Stargell bat.
Didn't he just put... He didn't make her wear the uniform. Now.
I thought she was in the uniform.
I thought he put the uniform in there with her.
Oh.
But,
I know
these
he
people,
put the cap on her.
It's very rare to go to a funeral where somebody doesn't F it up. Somebody always has to be bigger than life, running the deal. Everybody else stops.
You're absolutely right on that one because they can't stand the corpse getting the attention. They don't want to be dead themselves, but they don't want to give up the attention.
You know what you ought to do? She ought to be pulling Dudley Moore around like it was a dead monkey baby. You know how in the monkeys in the zoo they never give up the dead babies?
Right.
She should be swinging back and forth on a tire with Dudley Moore decomposing under her arm.
Just clinging. She thinks that's her baby.
She thinks the baby's it's her live baby. Don't try and stop her.
My sister, she always tries to wear the biggest black hat to a funeral. You've seen her.
Yeah.
Even if she
looks like a float. It looks like a big black float on her head.
Even if she doesn't even know the person that well, she will show up in a short black dress and a big giant hat on.
Right, because You should be the center of the attention here, big hat.
She wants to be the bride at every wedding, the corpse at every funeral.
It should all be about you. My aunt died, and, 4 sons. Everybody chipped in for this flower arrangement, right? One of the sons goes off on his own, gets this other huge flower arrangement that looked like a poodle. So
why?
My aunt liked poodles.
Oh, okay.
So he comes rolling in. It looks like the Rose Bowl parade with this poodle, right? My dad looks. We're sitting there in the, everybody's like sobbing or whatever. My dad sees us. He goes, "Holy F! Where do the boys see this?" Right? Right. Now I'm a kid. He whispers to me, "Holy F! This whole thing's gonna break up." So they roll in this thing. And, he had to go out of his way. We'll all chip in on something. Then you go off and get your own. You're trying to show people up.
Sure. You're diverting from the plan.
I look over. Suit jackets are coming off. Those brothers start dragging him out, popping him in the top of his head at the funeral parlor. You just hear a big whack where you hear somebody getting punched right in the skull. I'm like, what the hell? Are we the big scumbag Irish family of all time? Nobody can behave themselves at a funeral? We got to call the cops now. The cops come to the woman's funeral because her sons can't be controlled. All because one of them gets a giant flower-shaped poodle.
That's sad. My brother Corky at my grandfather's
By the way,
funeral.
let me just point this out.
Yes?
That thing was destroyed by the 3 other brothers.
Oh, nice.
They kicked it till it was dead.
That's the best.
I don't think they've talked for years either. I don't think they're talking anymore. It's done.
I know my brother Corky shoved an old man at my grandfather's funeral.
Well, for what reason?
Grandpa wanted the friends from church to be his pallbearers that he was in the church band with.
Yeah.
Well, Grampy was up there, and so were these other old guys. And as they got him out of the back of the hearse, they almost dropped him. So my brother shoved a old man out of the way and grabbed the side of that casket.
They're heavy as F.
Yeah, to keep Grandpa from doing an Ayatollah Khomeini and getting spilled out in the street.
Nowadays, I notice the last couple of funerals I went to, I noticed that the guys from the funeral parlor are grabbing the front and the back, so there's actually 8 guys.
Oh, that's perfect.
Because guys ain't in the shape they were in during the 50s and stuff. There was most of the guys in the country were working construction. Now, you grab 6 guys, chances are 4 of them are going to be pussies that can't even bench their own body weight. And you got them carrying your grandmother, it ain't going to work.
That's the thing. Anything happens to me, our guys better start working out if they got to carry that box.
We're just going to burn you up, and then still we're going to need 8 guys to carry the ashes.
Rude. I don't want to be burned.
Hey, Anthony, you're on a Fez. It's cheaper. It's cheaper and it's cleaner.
Now's not the time to pinch pennies. Hi, Anthony.
Listen, my father died in 1996.
Yeah.
Yes?
I was the last one at the casket before they closed it, before we drove him off to the cemetery.
Yeah.
I tossed an alarm clock in, set it for 1 hour.
Are you
we were all
serious?
standing around. Priest is giving his little dissertation, his oration, whatever you want to call it, saying prayers.
Yeah.
And they got the casket on those wood planks above the hole. The alarm goes off.
Why would
hilarious.
you?
I have a cheap aunt who refuses to wear rubber boots because she's so cheap. She put plastic bags around her shoes. She slipped in the mud, almost fell in the hole. It was great.
Let me ask you this, Anthony. Why would you do that to your father? You didn't like him?
No, my father was a riot. We were all a riot, and I just thought it would be funny to do, and I knew he'd appreciate it from wherever he was watching.
Well, and were people laughing, or were they freaked out?
I turned to face my mother. My mother and I were hugging, peeing in our pants, laughing. Everybody thought we were sobbing hysterical because something went wrong. It was the greatest.
If he's that kind of guy and all, that's very funny.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
You dropped the
Take care, guys.
Yeah, your dad's Rip Taylor. Yeah, you buried Rip Taylor.
That's kind of, I mean, if that's the kind of guy he was, I couldn't do that to my dad. My dad would get out of that box and kill me.
877-692-1027.
Now, when we're burying my grandfather, my uncle goes over, and I mean, it's at the last moment. Everybody is just, crying and feeling bad. My uncle goes over and he says to the guy, the undertaker, I bought that ring for my father. He goes, I want to be here when you shut this casket so I can make sure you don't go stealing that ring.
Oh, accusing the Undertaker.
Now, of course, my uncle already half in the bag by the time this happens. My grandmother is so mad she gives him a smack in the back of his head. He would not go away until he was for sure that ring wasn't going to be stolen. That ring, at best, $85, $90.
My family would be accusing each other of trying to steal the ring.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, our grandpa, our papa's an Egyptian mummy. We got to worry about people breaking into the casket because of this beautiful ring you gave him.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Carl, you're on Manifest. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Carl.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
All right.
All right, check it out. I was a bouncer at a funeral. A good friend of mine was killed, and he was having an affair, and there was a child out of wedlock, and his wife was at the funeral, and she asked me, because I was a friend of the family, to make sure that the girlfriend and the child didn't show up. And when they came, I had to go outside and stop them from coming into the funeral parlor.
Oh, jeez.
But, you know, it was like a little out of control for a little while. And during the whole funeral, I was running around. There was 300 people there. And I'm running around making sure that this lady's not trying to get in or nothing. It was kind of wild. But he did everything in a big way, you know.
All right, that's the best, man. That's the best. When you got to keep broads away from you for your own funeral.
My grandmother went after a guy one time. It was a cousin of mine. Her ex-husband showed up to pay respects to a dead relative, even though he was out of the family. Oh, gosh, she went after him on the steps of the funeral home. What do you think you're doing here?
She hated him that much, huh?
Yeah. And it seemed like a nice gesture to come pay respects.
Yeah, but you don't know what the hell he ever did to her. Maybe he used to crap on her. You don't know. You never know what happens in a marriage. My thing is...
She was afraid he'd do it on the corpse.
My thing is, I'm sorry, you divorced somebody in my family, the blood people I stick with. The rest of you, F you. You're married in, now you're out. Now you're not married, you're out. Hey, do we need to take a break before this Murray situation? All right, make sure, when do we do it? You got a time for us? Okay, good. Why even bother? Oh, yeah, so we're going to...
That's enough time?
You sure? Oh, yeah, because we got to make sure that we take the delay off.
Yeah. The technical term is vamp out.
So we're not sitting there bore-assing people with comments that are 24 seconds old. Hey, Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Matt, what do you got, buddy?
You got to picture this. 5 large Irish brothers. 4 of us are cops. The youngest one just got out of the state pen. He's now an electrician.
He's the
3 of us were Marines. Our cousin taken from us on the line of duty a little too early. His 2 girlfriends show up, meet the wife. Things got ugly from there. 4 of us ended up fighting each other over something really stupid. I forgot what it was.
Was everybody drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you know the difference between an Irish funeral and an Irish wedding?
What's that?
One less drunk.
Oh, jeez. That's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but I wish there was some way to disagree with it.
Well, you know, we live like... Go out like you came in.
Yeah.
Confused.
Screaming.
Screaming and confused.
Screaming and wetting yourself.
I'll tell you, the last thing, though, was we started crying so bad, not because we missed him, but because he would have loved that party.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yep.
All right, my friend.
I had 2 little cousins. They were at a funeral, little guys. The funeral director had to come to my mother and say, could you please keep the children away from the corpse? They're starting to chip the paint and makeup off of him.
What are they doing?
They kept poking the dead body.
To see if how it felt?
Yes. Curious children.
You know, old ladies always kiss the corpse, too, and that can get everything out of the way.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, you're on Ron the Fez.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, what's going on, Ron Fez?
Hey, buddy.
Not much. Got a funeral story for y'all.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm sitting over at a funeral. A friend of mine, he had passed. A couple days earlier, somebody else that I knew had passed. Somebody I didn't really care for very much. But, you know, it was back-to-back funerals. So there was a lot of people at the second funeral that were at the first one.
Right, okay, I'm following the story.
You got everybody in there. You got a few people with their fake sobs and tears. And they're sitting there, they're saying, I can't believe this other guy died as well, you know, and I told, talking about the first guy, I said, I never liked his ass anyway.
That's a smart thing to say at a funeral.
I said, I'm not going to sit here and say nice things about somebody I never cared for in the first place. So they got all, pissy. And so their boyfriends, they started stepping in my direction. And I'm at a friend's funeral at this point, so I told them, just ease off. So I started stepping in their direction a little bit. And it's about to go down in a funeral parlor. Then, we got about half a dozen other guys came over, broke it all up. But these guys were all upset because, I'm an honest guy. I'm not going to sit there and shed tears for somebody I don't care about.
Yeah, well, then maybe you should have been there.
No, the funeral I was at was somebody I cared about.
Oh, okay.
They were talking about the guy whose funeral was 2 days earlier.
All right, so you didn't go to that much funeral, right?
I didn't go to that funeral.
You didn't bother. You had every right.
They were all upset because they're in there, shedding fake tears.
Yeah.
And they're like, don't speak ill of the dead. I'm like, I talked to him badly when he was alive.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can do. All right, thanks, my friend.
Take it easy.
Appreciate the call.
Hawk fact.
Oh, my.
Hawk fact.
Yes, Hawk.
22% of people who die are cremated in New York State.
Only 22%?
Yep.
Interesting Hawk fact. Thank you.
Hawk fact. Hawk fact.
There's not a topic he doesn't know a little something on, Ronnie.
He knows everything.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Glenn, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Glenn.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead, pal.
Who's this, Ron and Fez?
You got Ron and Fez.
Got it. All right, listen. Father-in-law is an ex-cop. He's also an old-time biker. Big time into the jokes. His mother-in-law, my wife's grandmother, just passed away a couple months ago. They have this machine. It's a fart machine. It's a remote control. The thing is hilarious. My son just picked one up. We play jokes on people all the time when they come over the house. We go over to the funeral, put it at the wake. He puts it in the casket. Now, you have to really know him, but he does it to everybody. He can get it, he puts it in it. As soon as they go to kneel down, pay their last respects, he hits the button. You got to see the expression on these people's faces. They thought maybe she passed a little wind. Now, Grandma always did that, too. But he just blew my mind. I can't believe he did that.
Grandma!
All right, thanks a lot, man. So disgusting.
It's so classy. Such a dignified way to leave the earth.
Hey, Ryan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
The worst time to get a case of the laughs is at a funeral.
Yeah, it happens, though.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're in church in general. But I was with my cousin, everybody's lined up for my grandfather, and we sit up there, we get up there on our knees at the pew, and there he is all dead in the casket, and then we're all quiet, and my cousin says to me, what if his eyes popped open right now? Next thing you know, we're both crying, as quiet as we possibly last.
Now, how old were you?
Maybe 10.
Yeah.
And just cracking up, you and your cousin.
Yeah, well, I guess it's funny if you were there.
Yeah, and if you were 10. But I understand.
If you were the corpse.
Anytime you're not allowed to laugh, you might start laughing. There's nothing you can do about that. Here's Gerald. Gerald, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Gerald.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead, pal.
All right. Yeah, it was at my girlfriend's mother's funeral, and I was up all night, trying to console her and stuff like that. So the next day, during the time when we were having the funeral, I started nodding off and falling asleep throughout the whole, session. And little did I know that other people in the place saw me, some of her relatives. So next thing you know, when we got back to her, mother's house and such, she comes up to me, all flustered and stuff, and looking at me angry, and she says, listen, people are telling me that you were falling asleep at my mom's funeral. What's the story? I'm like, I said, I wasn't falling asleep. I was like, just in such awe and stuff like that. I was nodding back and forth. I had my eyes open. But it didn't work out too well because I was getting dirty looks throughout the whole night.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to cover that one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good way.
That is kind of sad. I mean, you should, when you have to lie about any way that you're acting at all, it's always a sad situation.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not surprised why the relationship broke off, though.
No, because you were
Just let her know your head kept bowing in grief.
I'm surprised you had him chicken in the first place.
She's just afraid that you'll do it to her funeral.
Here's Michelle. Michelle, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Michelle, go ahead.
Hey, my mom died in 1985, and I was trying to do everything I could possibly do to keep from crying. And when I went up and touched her, she was so cold and hard that I started singing Solid as a Rock. My mom's friend yelled at me.
How old were you?
I was 10.
And you're singing Ashford and Simpson.
Solid as a rock.
You're awful.
You're horrible.
I was trying to do anything but cry. I didn't
You should
want to
tell
cry
this
anymore.
story to a shrink, not to us.
I didn't want to cry anymore. I wanted to laugh. It was a horrible experience.
I feel bad for your mom. Look what she left behind.
You're her legacy.
All right, thanks, Michelle.
Bye.
I'm sorry for your loss. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, how you doing? I heard the sweet Melissa moan of the night.
That's a good boy.
Unfortunately, you're a week late, Mike.
Yes,
we stopped doing the Sweet Melissa Moan.
Oh, you kidding?
No.
We don't do that anymore.
That's such a trick.
That's a good boy.
All right, thanks.
That's a...
I'm sorry, my man. We got to take a break here, Hawk. All right, when we come back, we'll be on Comedy Central doing a big-ass Simulcast. If you're at home right now, you can turn on Comedy Central and watch the Sweet Spot with us. If not, I'll just listen to your radio, and you'll be able to hear the show. This should be funny.
Sure. Turn your TV sets down, turn your radios up, and we will watch television with you on a big-ass simulcast.
It's Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a big-ass simulcast.
Ron and Fez, big-ass simulcast, going live with Comedy Central and the Sweet Spot, starring Bill Murray and his brothers. Already acting like the Stooges.
It looks like they're on a Hollywood set to me, though. It doesn't look like it's real yet. Bill Murray all dressed up nice for it.
I guess it's a golf course in Florida.
All right, now doing disco dancing for some reason.
It's kind of like a full Monty thing. Wow, they're all looking old.
Well, considering the fact that Bill's the only one we really know, it's not as funny as you want it to be. Maybe if we were related to him, we'd be laughing.
Hey, where the hell's Johnny? He mistakenly thought that we were paying for his round today. He's hitting the cash machine now in the pro shop. All right, well, who's with who today?
All right.
Toss him up. Okay, well, here's one. All right, I'll get one of Johnny's here.
Wow.
All right, the two
Hey,
closest together.
where is Johnny?
Right.
Johnny's coming soon.
Here we go.
How about a little reality TV here?
Me and Brian against Johnny and Billy. Yeah, that's fine, except no way, because I played with Johnny last time, and I'm not playing with him again. We just had a ball drop. You can't change. I don't give a flying fish about a ball drop. I played with him last time, and it was a nightmare. Thanks.
See, we
That's
didn't.
right, Brian.
We didn't get to see it last time.
Another round with him, you know. All right, let's just toss him up again. We'll see what we get.
All right, there's Joel.
Who got a line?
That's tight. Okay, it's me and Billy and Brian and Johnny.
No way. I played with him 2 times ago.
I don't like Johnny.
Yours and Bill's ball together. I saw you.
Oh, come on.
No, I saw you set them, Joe.
All right, now I get it. John's the lunkhead youngest brother.
I don't care. We're all jumbled up. See, somebody knows.
Who's never been on TV?
Who nobody wants to play with?
Any laughs yet? Oh, Lord.
What are the teams? It's you and me, buddy. Team of Destiny. Let's hit them straight, okay? America's team. Come on. Let's go get them.
All right, I like him already. He's my favorite Murray brother. But you're right, Fuzzy. It was a little forced.
Right.
This is kind of cute.
A Goldie Hawn kind of bit from Laugh-In.
But a fat girl.
These guys were high when they came up with this show.
On the instant feedback, Sheep Lover says, I'd rather watch Jersey Rich stalk Bill Murray's kid.
Good one, Sheepy.
Nobody funnier than Sheepy, our prom boy.
The instant, even though the phones are down, the instant feedback is up at WNEW.com.
It's a funny pink lady.
All right, there's the movie star.
Using a ladies' ball?
You got a problem with that?
Well, that's cheating. They're wound tighter for more distance.
There's nothing in the USGA rulebook that says a man cannot use a lady's ball.
Oh, does that mean you want to cuddle now? We get a white wine spritzer for the lady?
For the lady.
Start wearing open-toed shoes and a matching bag? Why don't you just get yourself a Brazilian wax and start wearing culottes?
Oh, it does have a laugh track.
Oh, he ripped that.
So we're going to learn.
It's not a fashion thing. I just want to continue to drive the ball 50 to 75 yards further than you guys.
So that was actually a funny sketch.
So we're going to learn about golf as we go, too.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cute. But, oh no, I think if you're not in their family, you're pretty much watching home movies of people you don't know.
Now it's just a lot of putting going on.
Yeah, they're lousy. Oh, that was nice, but not good enough.
After 3 holes, John and Joel are surprisingly up by 1.
Well, when I first started working at the club, I was 11 years old. I was so
early golf memories, this is called, Ronnie.
Wow.
The first 2 years,
They actually put up the graphic.
I shagged for all the pros' lessons. And at 75 cents a half hour...
Wow, I remember when this guy was young.
And then when I got big enough to carry singles, even if I got out twice in one day, I only made
It's like Grandpa Walton now, Brian Doyle Murray.
I know, we're going to get to hear how he carried golf bags through the snow.
It sounds like he swallowed a golf ball.
Come back. Daddy loves you. I can't get rid of this draw.
Well, Nicholas always says easier to cure a hook than a slice.
That's not a hook, that's a draw.
Isn't that the Kennedy who killed somebody?
It's a very subtle
Skakel?
left,
That's Skakel.
shot. A hook is a wild, out of control, not good shot.
See, we're learning about golf.
That ball hooked.
Look, if I call you chubby, is that the same as if I call you fatty?
No. But if a jerk draws the ball and a jerk hooks the ball, he's still a jerk, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's very scripted.
Let's play golf and have fun, don't you think? Come on.
It's family day at the ballpark.
Isn't that famous Amos's hat he's wearing?
All right, who's the young one?
All right, the one who got called chubby is Joel.
Oh.
All right, Joel's not funny. Who's the young guy? John?
That's John.
Now, has he done anything?
He was the brother in Scrooged.
He's funny.
Can I have a mulligan?
Sure, we'll give you a mulligan. We'll give you a mulligan, but we get to change you.
What?
What?
We'll give you a mulligan, say, if you were dressed as Ben Franklin.
All right.
All right, so now to get a mulligan, he's dressed himself as Ben Franklin. There happened to be a Ben Franklin costume available.
Somebody wrote this when they were high.
Yep.
How'd you find yourself fighting that dreaded
shot? Now we're actually doing a Dorf character stolen from Tim Conway.
Oh, Jesus.
He is!
Painful. And I wanted to see this so bad.
Okay. Now you want to take it out. Make sure you... No!
His real legs got cut off. All right, the instant feedback says the same time last month, these guys were saying, we're so funny when we're golfing, we should film this. Yeah.
His Dorf looked a little bit more like Hitler.
Saturn View.
We're
also starting to compare some of the Murray brothers to Louis Anderson on the instant feedback. If you want to get us on the instant feedback, go to WNEW.com, the Ron and Fez section. We're going to do a couple of breaks here along with them.
All right, they went into commercials. We will do the same. It's a big-ass simulcast.
First, I got to tell you right now, folks, and nobody could be bigger about Bill Murray fans than me, I don't like it.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more impromptu on the golf course, not wacky sketches.
It's forced and it's bad. All right, maybe it'll pick up. We'll be back with more of the big-ass simulcast. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Here's Ron and Fez. Here's Ron and Fez.
This is Ron and Fez.
Obviously a major malfunction. 1027 WNEW.
Ron and Fez here, back with the big-ass simulcast of The Sweet Spot, the new Murray Brothers show on Comedy Central, all about golf.
You suffered a severe blow to the head.
Ronnie, we missed a big giant pratfall by Brian Doyle Murray.
All right, I want to see an old man fall down. That's more scary and funny.
And now since they're in Florida, who's come to help him but Ponce de Leon?
Oh, God.
Hey, this is that Fountain of Youth stuff, right?
Easy, my friend. Close your eyes.
All right, here's the instant feedback. It says the worst thing that Bill Murray's ever done is no longer Razor's Edge. Jeff says the only explanation I can come up with is that this is the one idea that Bill stole from Paul Owen instead of Caddyshack, and Paul isn't taking credit for it.
The WNEW.com is where you can instant feedback us. Go to the Ron and Fez page there.
Not a lot of spots running either here, too, Fez.
Right.
We might have trouble even trying to break away next time.
Gentleman in the club, and he was
right, here's
really
Spackle.
blind, and the 10th hole was a raised green, and we were caddying, and the 3 guys teed off, and they were guys that we didn't like.
Who cares?
When did they all turn into Arnold Palmer with these old man stories?
Teed off then. And
I wouldn't want to be sitting next to these guys on a bus. You're supposed to be Bill Murray's brothers. Be funny.
Towards the green, and as they were down, I just thought I'd give them a little break, and I kicked the ball a little bit towards the hole, and it started rolling and rolling and rolling, and it came all the way down and went in. So about 45 seconds after he hit it, we all had to go, whoa, a hole in one, how about that? And apparently he had gotten about 3 from different caddies over the years.
I've heard that story a million
here
times.
we go.
I think it's an urban myth.
Unsexy girl dancing. I'm sorry, Fuzzy, I went to sleep while he was talking.
Are these the Murray sisters that are doing the painted dancing?
Well, somebody must be getting a BJ because nobody else would let them on. All right, now finally Bill again.
Oh, we're drinking the magic water.
Yeah. And plenty of moaning out of these Murray brothers.
This should do it. So apparently they took all the golf footage, and that wasn't funny enough, and they decided to try to write some gags into it.
Wow, we turned on this show expecting to love it. Oh, nice drive. Oh, God.
There's Ponce de Leon.
Awful.
He's right around here. It's Titleist 4. Here it is.
Oh, he's got super strength now, like a Gilligan's Island episode.
He ate the radioactive spinach.
I think I'll take that mulligan now.
All right, so now he has to dress as, what is that, Heidi or just a German Frau?
Oh, awful. And still better looking than the chicks that they got dancing in their episodes.
So, all right, so that's the gimmick now with the Murray brothers. If you take a mulligan, you have to dress in a funny costume. There's Robin the Boy Wonder.
All right, on the instant feedback, this is so bad, I can't believe Aykroyd's not involved. Brian Doyle Murray looks like a corpse.
At one point, Dr. Detroit will show up during this series.
Here's another one. I'd rather be sitting next to the 2 retards Fez was on with the plane with.
God.
IKEA Boy says, wouldn't it be funny if every episode a brother died like Kenny?
He has to settle for a double bogey after his trademark 3-putt. You're not good. Joel Murray.
Larry says, I think Comedy Central needs to take a mulligan.
Into action, picking up
Double Race picked up a win.
Nice.
Brian
We're getting
Doyle
sports scores across the bottom.
3, but settles for a 4. As at the 9th hole, Bill Murray, who addresses the ball, stamps it and mails it to a
now it's just funny Florida jokes.
Yeah.
Left of the hole. Bill checking his hat to see if
because the Devil Rays didn't play the Marlins.
So you're sitting here wondering why none of the brothers work except for Bill Murray. Now you know.
It's not golfy enough to catch any golf enthusiasts if that's the specific audience you're going for.
I never thought I would ever be able to say this, but I miss the Baldwin brothers.
Bill stars in Quick Change.
Oh, yeah, putting on real funny stuff.
Oh, gee whiz. So, tonight Stripes was on before Sweet Spot. Next week it's Quick Change on before Sweet Spot.
All right, my favorite thing all night is I think Comedy Central needs to take a mulligan. That came from Larry. Fezzy. Fidget says Joel needs John Cusack to be funny like he was in One Crazy Summer. And here's another instant feedback. I'd rather watch the brothers from Nelson play ping pong. Those Nelson boys were cute.
They were beautiful blonde women, those Nelson brothers.
Randy W. says, wow, Ron and Fez, why surprised? An agent comedy family show about golf, and it blows. Who would have thunk it? Here it's...
Well, I just honestly didn't think Bill Murray would do junk.
And Maureen says, your feed is actually a few seconds ahead of what I'm watching in Queens on Time Warner Cable. So we're giving the jokes away to the folks in Astoria. Sorry about that one.
If they're going to liven this up, at some point they have to take a 9-iron to someone's skull.
AG says, I'd rather be watching Polo's movie reviews than this bad comedy. And also, I banged a chick after Billy bought her a Parmesan. I don't even get the chicken parmesan sandwich thing. That's
into that.
That's neither here nor there, AG.
No,
And Billy's
maybe
a whole
some
new
of those
Bill.
should be pre-read.
Yeah. NM says, watch out, Chevy Chase might show up.
Yes, I bet he does.
Ryan says, I never thought I'd say this, but I can't wait to see Ozzy Osbourne.
Right now, who's your favorite family? The Osbournes or the Murrays?
Well, who's funnier? That's the weird deal. The Osbournes are funnier than Bill Murray and his brothers, and it's shocking to me.
Hopefully we're going to get to hear about Kelly Osbourne's gyno exam later on.
And, Bill Murray, he comes on Saturday Night Live, I laugh. He does David Letterman, I laugh. He does everything but his own effing show, and I laugh. But there's too much of his brothers.
It's unbelievably hokey with the bad bits. Bad costumes. Oh, we're back on.
Improv.
It was my favorite tree, still is, bursting into bloom, and I was with a girl, and she thought I was just fine, and she had hair on her legs, the kind, that's still blonde before a woman starts to shave, and the way it caught the light, I'd never seen anything like it, and when I saw it, I said, this isn't true, isn't it? I kept looking, and it was everywhere like that, on her arms and back, and she lived on a golf course.
Goatee!
That's a golf memory.
Right on the sweet spot.
All right, Johnny, come on, you hit this one, it's good for 2 for us. All right.
All right, here's Johnny, who's kind of funny, and they don't let him do much.
Hey, little courtesy, thank you.
Well, come on, Pud.
Oh, bad sketches.
Another bad sketch. John Murray's trying to putt, and they're all making noise.
It's literally not as funny as Dorf. Where are they getting these things? Why would we be... All right, there's Bill Murray being funny. I'm not going to lie to you.
Come on.
Putt the effing ball.
Yeah. What's nice is, since they're outside, everything they try to do, there's just the wind blowing into their microphones. Oh. Heavy girl dancing.
Oh, my heavy old girl. Chris D says, last month Bill Murray was saying, I'm so funny I could put on a golf show and get laps.
My gosh, is there room for painting on her?
I'm not supposed to have a backswing.
All right.
You should pray for one.
Another Mulligan joke here.
I don't know where they're supposed to get all these props, and why would we believe it?
I guess they're in your golf bag.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ronnie and I don't play. Is there a lot of costume?
No.
No,
Yeah. Oh, great shot.
Nice.
All right, This is the dumbest idea since Don and Mike started to bowl every Thursday night. Dukes is gay says, please just turn it off.
Well, it's a situation where they do these bad sketches, and instead of just leaving them there dead where they lay, they're doing callbacks now to the bad sketches.
Here's one. Groundhog's Day 2 consists of non-stop golf spoofs that are as funny as ass cancer.
$2.29.
Oh, God.
Now a parody spot.
Velocity 420 Anvil Fairway Wood. $275. Face Saver Quad Metal Irons. $1,250.
Golf's expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
Crosshair.
Oh, was that Bo Bridges?
$230. Tim Heron Lumpy Wear Cashmere Sweater. $120. Watching your brother self-destruct on the back nine? Priceless.
Yeah, we didn't see that coming a mile away.
48 center, is that it?
Yeah, his dress is Zorro. The great Bill Murray. All of our favorite.
Run, Tornado, run! Skip, Tornado!
Olay.
Nice shot, actually.
So are we supposed to take it seriously when they award the cup at the end of this show? That trophy?
The cup should be filled with puke.
We ride.
And they laugh at each other.
Bill Murray's agent is screaming no. Arcade Guy says, here's a suggestion. Boys, preview these shows before making the rest of us watch.
How are we supposed to know?
All we try to do is...
All right, finally some home movies.
Yeah.
Unless, I think they're fake home movies, though.
Everything about this show is fake.
Stay tuned.
Wow. Stay tuned. So, will we get an ending with this? You want to do a couple of our own spots before we get into Ozzy?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. And I don't even know if I have the courage to go into Ozzy, Fezzy, or whether we owe our people a show from here on out.
The instant feedback is up at WNEW.com.
We're Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. Frequency. 1027 WNEW.
Ron and Fez back with the big-ass simulcast of the Murray Brothers new show, The Sweet Spot on Comedy Central.
Viagra the entire back nine. Knocks that one up and tight.
Just not even trying. The Murray family, Fezzy.
The momentum working for him, and apparently the choreographer as well. Well, it's all over now except for the traditional Florida recount, and this could take a while.
What's the score on that thing?
It's a tie. It's all that evens it up.
A tie?
It's even. It's all even.
No. It's not over. It's not over yet.
Well, it ended in a tie. What's the problem? What are you going to do?
Well, we'll have a playoff. It's not over yet.
It's over. Your career's over.
Dang, it's like arguing with Wilford Brimley all of a sudden. All right, sure. Let's settle it this way.
Oh, God. Old fat white guys playing sports.
Now it's beach volleyball. And out of those Murray sweat.
Oh, now they're swimming. Keeping their shirts on, thankfully. They're actually swimming with their shirts on. Oh,
chicken fights.
Literally, you got to be saying to yourself that you can run out of humor in your life. And I never believed that up till now. It's a frightening thing for me to be watching.
This show is a mess, and it's all over the road.
They're on drugs. The Murray boys are on drugs.
They figured a way to get free golf, and all they had to do was say, our brother Bill will be here.
Look, the reason why any of them ever work because they have a brother Bill. Let's get off his teat. Give it a rest. Everybody go out and work construction.
Staring contest. That works on TV.
God.
All right, gentlemen. This could be it. This could be...
You know, Brian Doyle Murray is the one who killed the Mr. Rhodes show, too, by doing a guest stint.
That was going to be huge.
Yeah. And it went nowhere.
Oh, nice. Now they're all drinking.
Fezzy, I really don't know if I've got the guts to do Ozzy's show after this. This may be the end of our big-ass simulcasting.
You know something's going to come up with Kelly Osbourne and her crotch.
You know,
that's something to look forward to.
The only thing that I can get come close to this would be like seeing Mickey Mantle crap himself when he was drunk one night. You know, you have a hero, and he gets caught up in an abortion in front of you on TV. Yes, everybody's been in an abortion, but you don't put it on Comedy Central at 10 o'clock at night.
We wouldn't have it any other way here on the Sweet Spot.
Okay, another reason to hate the city of Chicago.
Good goal.
The Murray brothers.
Well, that was just awful. All right, that's done.
Should we go to MTV? Should we even attempt this now? Should we try to do the Osbournes?
I say yes. It's the only way we got to get back on the horse, Ronnie.
Either that or we've lost every listener we have anyway, so who gives an F? All right, everybody flip on over to MTV. There's Ozzy already.
All right, we're joining the Osbournes. Ozzy's working out.
Arms are good, Ozzy. Arms are good.
Yeah, arms are good. Look at him.
Is that funny by Jake?
Tattoo-wise, Ozzy's arms are good. Look at him.
In shape.
He is a corpse.
Look at Ozzy working out.
right, here's a hint, Ozzy. Put some weights on the barbells.
Originally, we were going to call it Black Christmas, but it wasn't appropriate at this time, so we changed it to Merry Mayhem.
Oh, there's his witch wife. Oh, look, is that Olivia Newton-John from Let's Get Physical? No, it's Ozzy Osbourne.
I thought that was Jim McMahon. Does that say Roselle across that headband?
Where people can go and have their picture taken with Santa. He looks kind of like he's been on heroin for 10 years, and he'll be smoking a cigarette.
Who's he talking about, Ozzy?
I don't know, it sounds like they're supposed to be meeting somebody. There we go.
The kids can come and
You know, and you wonder why your dog's crap all over your carpet.
I'm still in shock from the Murrays.
Everything comes
There's Ozzy's daughter.
Everything to do with Ozzy's
She's
career
waiting to get
and
banged.
Ozfest and
Do you think she's a virgin?
personally too.
No.
All of us comes through this.
You think the brother got her?
She's been messing.
You think Ozzy got her?
Say hi, Nick.
What?
I think one of the dogs.
It was great. Ozzy's girl as bad as a damn. Where did this come from?
England, son.
Ozzy's girl's as batty as Dad.
Yeah.
That's her press.
She's bringing in her own bad press.
They don't know there is such a thing as bad press.
Don't know.
All right, where is this their office? The Osbourne office?
Yeah, this is the Ozzy offices.
Wow.
Where Kelly likes to work and bring in her own bad press.
Could you please give Melinda your you shirt? You know the one with the Chinese writing?
All right, apparently they are getting ready for Ozzy's tour here.
Copied for Daddy.
Oh, there's Elton John. Oh, no, wait, that's Ozzy's son.
The throw's getting bigger.
I got my own label going, so. Do you? Yeah.
I got my own label now.
What are we doing down here?
Yeah, Fat Nerd Records and Tapes.
He lives for music. That's his main ambition.
Yeah, he lives for music.
He wants to get his record label up and going.
Hey, Jack has good hair. Yeah. And it's always changing, too.
Yeah, that's what Art Garfunkel said.
Right.
Development, you got to have someone, with good hair in the record company. Yeah. I assure you, no just with my hair alone.
Yeah, every 16-year-old kid should be worrying about getting their label up and running. Maybe with the $6 million Ozzy's giving them.
I'm sorry, wasn't the same kid 2 weeks ago was playing Army Man?
Yeah.
He's contemplating his next...
Yeah, his next wank, whether he uses his right hand or his left.
Oh, God, they're talking about the son jerking.
They're talking about the kid running one.
Jerking is gherkin, and we gotta watch.
An empire.
All right, come on.
My wife's a shopaholic. She's a spendaholic. She loves it,
Yeah, right.
That's why you better not quit touring anytime soon.
All right, how can we get Daddy to watch the TV in the playroom? Because it's so loud, I can't.
All right, there's only instant feedback. The only label that kid's going to get, he's going to have to tear it off a Budweiser bottle.
I'm trying today.
His label reads extra large.
Mom, you haven't cooked for me since
Look at this Cupid doll.
Things are going to change, baby.
I don't know what it is. Something about the baby fat and the punk hair, but I think she's adorable.
Kelly, I can't see a thing.
Because just in case you were wondering...
I want to play a bad driving instructor with her.
I didn't scratch your license plate.
Yes, you did. Half of the 7 is off.
These people...
You're not driving my car anymore, Mom. I'm sorry.
These people can't get into a car without it being a disaster. Look at this nut in the store in her bunny slippers.
Yeah. I like any girl whose ass is bigger than her breast. No matter what you put on, you're still the wicked witch of the East.
Go to Tiffany.
Oh, God.
On the way.
Look in the background. Winona's shoplifting.
Poor Winona.
Now.
Never live it down.
And look who has to bring in the groceries and the shopping bag.
We kind of cover each
He just saw a little ass cleft, like we always like to, from Kelly Osbourne.
There's Kelly Osbourne's ass cleavage again.
It's all stuff for your bathroom.
I spank all over her.
Where's my other gold car's gone?
Mom has it.
Why haven't you given me back?
Someone mow Grandma's feet. He's tired.
All right, the instant feedback says Kelly Osbourne is the hottest troll dog ever. Greg T wants to know if Ozzy wears the same pants every week. It does seem like he's always wearing that same outfit.
Those are his comfortable house pants.
Although his hair's somewhat washed this week.
I'm going to look right now.
Ass cleft. Look at her.
Wait a minute. Hey, Hagrid's chasing you. Watch out.
I'll show you something.
Don't understand you.
Oh, he's still working on this trick to show the family.
Yeah, can't wait.
It's not cardboard. It's hide, it's leather.
They're going to find this family eaten by their own dogs. Special guest star this week, Yokozuna.
She shouldn't have had it in the first place.
She shouldn't have. All right, she stole Ozzy's credit card, and he needs that later for chopping coke.
He's looking for his gold card.
With using somebody else's credit card. No other country in the world can you do that. So she's like f***ing herself right now.
I wish she actually would one episode. I wish she would crap herself.
What a nut!
She lost a gold card.
So she's dumping the purse out right there on the driveway.
Now, you can use somebody else's card?
I guess so.
I've never thought that you could. I mean, I could see it over the phone, but you'd be lying, right?
Right, yeah.
But if I went up and just checked in and go, I got my friend Fez's card, I can get away with it? Like in a hotel or if I'm buying clothes?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought that had to be your card. That's ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure you can do that.
All right, in the future...
If anyone knows that, WNEW.com, the instant feedback.
And in the future, I only want these people to accept my card if I'm there. I don't want to feel good if Billy's down there, the liquor store with my gold card.
He calls it a Cuervo gold card.
Here's Billy. He's checking it. Why even bring this over here if it's not going to be up? Are we going to break away or are we cool? Hawk.
What do you want us to do, Hawk?
I got to look to you. Break? All right, well, let me know that halfway through the spots. We'll be right back. We are watching the Osbournes with you. It's Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez.
You're scaring me. Stop it.
102.7 WNEW.
Ron and Fez back with a big-ass simulcast of the Osbournes. Kelly Osbourne, the pleasantly plump Kelly Osbourne, searching frantically for her father's credit card that she lost.
I'm my crying myself.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
All right, our instant feedback is about 50-50 on whether you can use somebody else's card.
I guess they think she looks enough like Ozzy that they believe her.
I guess they figure with Ozzy as your dad, it's rough enough. All right, here's Ozzy's band.
You know, he's got the rehearsals with the band, and Ozzy works through the set list, what songs he's going to do.
Iron Man. Oh, God.
And then you have to do the videos.
So what do you want me to put on now?
Now Ozzy's in drag.
Why are they thinking these are good ideas?
They can barely get the man into a comfortable sweatsuit. Why are they trying to make him put him in a dress?
He always has worn tights, though. I've noticed that over the years.
Let me give you a garter. We go back on tour.
Why are they dressing him as an ugly old woman?
See, he looks just like Kelly now.
Traveling every day. It's just like I want to make home with my friends and get into some kind of routine.
She doesn't want to go on tour with Dad. She'd rather stay in L.A. and do drugs. Oh, this is the video. Oh, it's funny, Ozzy. It's comedy, Ozzy.
Oh, nice. They work for David Lee Roth. Play all the characters in your videos.
His wife was bitching today that there was no way to give away his new album. Just not happening.
Hold on. No, because if one of the points go up, it has to go up to one of the points on the side.
This is why Milton Berle's dead. Ozzy's now taking his spot in life, dressing as an ugly old woman.
The crazy old man in a dress gimmick.
You know, you look at Ozzy dressed like that, like a woman, I banged uglier chicks.
Now, seductively eating a banana. Nice work, Ozzy.
Jeff writes on the instant feedback, isn't it illegal to put a corpse in a dress? Yeah, it should be.
The things I do for a...
All right, there's Lita Ford. No, wait, that's Ozzy Osbourne in a blonde wig. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Lita Ford actually had more tattoos.
There's Christina Aguilera.
Oh, so ridiculous. Look at this.
And they're trying to get this old man to dance, too. And look how happy he is. He's never been happier.
Mocha chocolate, yeah.
Mocha chocolate, yeah.
All right.
You might as well try to teach him his own address.
Giraffe Girl says these commercials ran for the Merry Mayhem tour. Was that Billy Joel just laughing away there? All right, we're back in the studio with a new record label for androgynous boys, records and tapes.
Jack's not coming on tour with us.
Right.
Decided to stay because he's
making some good friends that are really getting close with his wallet.
Oh, yeah, he's the Sean Lennon of metal.
How about Jack?
I wish he was the John Lennon of metal. I wish he took 5 for what he's doing.
Oh, good. Now we'll get to see someone crap on the floor.
Was that Ozzy? Oh, no, it's a dog. Hello, it's me.
It's the headmistress from Harry Potter.
He goes out to start the tour. It's very stressful for him.
I just really can't handle it anymore.
She can't handle it anymore. Side is dressing up like a woman. All right, time to get on the road. There's some ass crack for everybody.
My gosh. Honey, pull up the pants.
And then Ozzy's wife's just bringing her breast swinging by. Look at that tour bus.
Oh, he's
making
just
out with
licking a dog.
Oh, now he's jacking on a dog.
What is this?
They're living large, though. You got to give them that. They live good, and they seem to enjoy each other. No, 2 ugly old women just riding around.
Wait a minute. I think that's Randy Rhoads' plane above the bus.
The typical father.
Be careful.
Randy should have dive bombed this thing from hell. I'm glad, now that he's out on tour, I'm glad Ozzy did that one-day workout.
Yeah, he's all set to go. He should have a complete stamina now.
Yeah.
For the Merry Mayhem tour.
You know, the Murray brothers have got to be jealous seeing a TV show that actually runs commercials. Since they basically did a 30-minute commercial-free block over there at Comedy Central tonight. Could you believe that somehow the Osbourne family would come off looking funnier than Bill Murray, Brian Doyle Murray, Joel Murray, who's worked, and the other one who we don't know.
And John Murray.
Oh, John Murray, yeah. Who we don't know, who, to me, came out the best out of everybody.
And J. Michael Vincent.
I don't understand what's happening when Ozzy Osbourne is now the funniest man on television today.
The Osbourne, there's nothing better on television. Yeah. And those Murray brothers sat around drinking, thinking this is going to be the greatest thing ever and people are going to roll.
The saddest thing that they were doing was bad sketches when they're acting like, well, tell me again, Brian, do you think I should get a mulligan?
The whole thing started, where is that John? Where's our brother John Murray?
I am John Murray, and I'm back. Were you looking for me, Brian Doyle?
Yes, I was. I'm not going to play golf with you today.
I sure hope our brother Bill picks up the tab for everything. He's the only Murray brother who's got money.
Here comes Bill now. Bad sketches, and then what they do, keep calling back. Ponce de Leon showing up. And every 2 minutes.
Brian Doyle Murray, Bill Murray doesn't have a career at Saturday Night Live. You got 4 guys who just got fired from the Chicago Fire Department. Because that's all they are. Unfunny Irish drunks.
Guys that would still be caddying.
And that's the thing. Alcoholism is only funny in the very early stages. And Billy knows this.
Sure.
Billy's been through the whole situation. That's right, Billy.
I mean,
you are right.
Would you want to see our out-of-shape, overweight, gray-haired Billy Staples running around a golf course doing stunts, pratfalls and stuff like Brian Doyle Murray?
Yeah, I would. I'd want to see that. I got to admit. Oh, God, there's his burp.
Wow.
That's the Billy burp.
That's rough on him. That comes from deep inside.
Well, folks, every time we think we want to do, all right, here's Mike, the science teacher, says, this is like TV on Earth 2, where Ozzy is hilarious and the Murray brothers suck monkey balls. That is so true. Who would have ever expected? Dave says, you think Norton is jacking thinking about Ozzy in bed with a puppy. That's Norton's business. He's off now.
You can call and ask him yourself tomorrow.
Just seeing Ozzy trying to work on a sentence is funnier than anything the Murray brothers have ever done. Here's a hawk fact. Dogs are men and women's best friend. Well, yeah, Oz and his lovely wife were enjoying their dog. And does the kid have her own tour bus? She wasn't on with her folks. I don't know whether she's giving BJs to the roadies or what's happening there. That's between them. That's an Osbourne family secret.
She's the star's daughter and still can't get a roadie to take her to bed.
Ozzy shakes more than the producers of The Sweet Spot. That going in the instant feedback. I don't even know what that means.
It's odd.
It is odd.
I don't get it. The instant feedback's up and running, though. WNEW.com. Go to the Ron and Fez page. But try to explain your instant feedback so we understand them.
Sweet Spot's only missing punchline. Lighten up, will you? No, that's not even funny.
Lighten up, Francis.
Eli wants to know, when's Jack Sabbath playing The Garden? I love them. I've set my own record label, Dad. I'm going to need $3.8 million.
And a big chair to sit my fat ass in.
And get all the guys to compliment my hair while I'm cutting them lines and handing out cash.
They don't want to be in my label anymore.
I have no idea what that old queen is saying. Although you look at some of the Osbourne women and then you see why guys in England sleep with other guys. It's starting to make sense to me. I'd think about sipping a D myself about halfway through hanging with those girls.
All right, the Osbournes. We're going to rejoin them on MTV. If you want to turn your TV down, your radio up, we're doing a big-ass simulcast.
Looks like we're in Tucson and ready to rock.
We're rehearsing tonight, you know.
Come on, baby.
It's a big rehearsal. Oh, sure, got to bring the dogs to the show. God forbid you should be away from those filthy dogs. Tingley, see 'em.
Have you ready, guys? Is that all right with you guys?
All right, here it is, the big pre-tour show.
Oh, there's the Godwin brothers.
No more midgets. Everywhere I look, there's a midget at this show. Well, here we go. Okay, turn the page. Yeah, there we go.
Everyone's doing a dwarf bit.
It's tough. It's tough being on the road. We know, Ozzy.
What is this gun shoot? Pyro.
Pyro.
Rack with this thing.
Gear it up.
Ozzy, you shouldn't touch any of that.
Right. Ozzy is going to be riding around, it looks like, in some souped-up rocket ship.
He's Jimmy Neutron.
The sad thing is he died 6 years ago, and she still got him on tour.
Dudley Moore looks better.
There we go.
Houston, the Eagle has...
Look, he looks like a 3-year-old from the supermarket in that thing.
Someone put a quarter in it.
You look gorgeous.
You look gorgeous.
I would bang her. There's Nurse Myra coming by. All right, now who's dressed as Santa? Ozzy? I don't understand what happens here.
Oh, that's a sled that he's in for the Merry Mayhem. So she said that Mrs. Osbourne said that they wanted to name this thing Black Christmas. But after the events of the country,
more midgets.
Let's go with Merry Mayhem.
There's a dog getting a ride into the show.
That's Ozzy's daughter, Kelly.
No, that's what I said.
Oh.
All right, from biting heads off the animals to gay flying sleds. What happened, Ozzy? That's Eric on the instant feedback.
I'm surprised that thing's moving with her fat ass in it.
Real rock stars don't miss rehearsals, says retard Mike. There's that ass.
Oh, nice. There's Santa being crucified.
Sure.
He's a saint. Saint Nicholas.
They're so happy. If anybody enjoyed the show Spinal Tap, they're back together and touring with Ozzy.
Yeah. Santa Cross.
That's cute. All right, there we go.
Ozzy grabs his heart. Pyro goes off, and now Ozzy starts grabbing his chest.
The guy's half made out of pyro.
Bubbles.
Here we go.
Come on, Sharon. I'm f***ing Ozzy Osbourne, the prince of f***ing darkness. Evil, fucking evil. I've had a bottle of f***ing bubbles.
Ah, you're Lawrence Welk now, honey.
Male models come on and start stroking. I am I'm not going to do it, Sharon. I'm not going to do it, Sharon. I just want to go and play me with
Change my name, don't call me Sharon.
No, I don't care. I have to be on the stage for 2 nights from now. I don't want to use them bubbles and stupid...
Oh, my gosh, does he hate bubbles?
Santa Claus machine landing on the side.
I gotta back Ozzy up with this one. Although when you're screaming, I'm the Prince of Darkness, unless they know it, you're not.
Out of all the crazy things, the midgets, the rocket sled, stand on a cross, he's pissed about the bubble.
I don't blame him. It's not a very heavy metal thing.
Do you have the set list?
Whatever the set list is going to be.
Today.
Does anyone have the set list?
Iron Man. There's your set list, buddy. Iron Man, say goodnight, run. Run. Do not say goodbye. You run off the stage.
And try not to slip on the bubbles.
Always down.
Now they're furious with him. That's what I love about these shows, when someone gets caught talking behind the star's back.
Sure.
Hello? Are you going back tomorrow night?
No. No, I'm not, Daddy.
Oh, don't do baby talk. You're gross enough.
When are we playing? Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. Ozzy thinks this is the 1974 tour.
Look, nobody knows. It's like working here. You ask a question.
Right.
They all just start scratching their nads, hoping the answer will come out of their underwear.
No, don't be ridiculous.
We're not doing two shows back to back. You'll end up f***ing me up, Sharon, if you go. Can I have an itinerary? I've got one somewhere. Go and get it for me.
Everyone's somewhere. Where is everybody? They're all somewhere.
They know that whatever they tell Ozzy, they got to retell him a half hour from now. He's Memento. It's literally like he's Memento. Read it on your arms, goddammit.
Get an itinerary. Don't...
See, look, she's going to have you. You touch me, mate. That's it.
There's the dog who bites everyone.
God.
Can I have an itinerary?
Of course you can have an itinerary,
No.
darling.
Can I have an itinerary of my own concert tour?
I'm not well.
Some more baby talk. Look, this is the only guy in the whole show that looks dumber than Ozzy, and he's running Ozzy's tour. You know he's banging Sharon, Ozzy.
What is the schedule?
A show tomorrow night.
Back to the old same pants that he loves.
You can't do that, so you blow me out for the party. You can't do that, Sharon.
She'll only tell him one night, one show a night.
Right.
I'm 52 years of age. You should have known that. You knew that before you booked this f***ing thing.
He's only 52. I'm shocked.
That was a quick one to the f***ing boss, wasn't it? That's Sharon's itinerary.
You know I'm 52. I can't do these dates.
They don't want to tell him he's 72.
How long have we been working together? f***ing 22 years. All you're thinking about is the f***ing money. Oh, it's all right. You can f***ing do that.
He puts on some more weight. He could do the Throw the Mama from the Train sequel.
Ozzy, you've never done 9 gigs in a row in your life.
But you'll soon f***ing change that.
I understand, man.
You got her, Ozzy. She's a gold digger.
Right now.
What if they blow out that beautiful melodic voice of yours, Ozzy? Then we're all effed. Hello, Albuquerque.
You're in Tucson, you idiot.
Whatever. Look, he's still packing them in. There's his cleftless ass. We get to see his daughter's crack, not Ozzy's.
That's why they won't tell him more than one city a night. He'll say the wrong one on stage.
True. It's a good point. Look, the daughter's having the time of her life. She just learned what it's like to go down on 8 roadies in the same night. All right, I don't think we're doing a good job bleeping Ozzy.
No, let's hope he gets electrocuted.
But
there.
look, that old son of a bitch is still selling out arenas. Look at it. It's packed.
Next time on The Osbournes.
I've never broken my leg before, so I don't know what it's like.
Broke his ankle?
Where is the cat? I'm going to batter the thing on my walking stick. Sharon!
You're not going to a rave.
Not going to the rave.
Oh, God.
Fed up with the bullshit. I will not have dope smoke in my f***ing house.
Right then, I have to go.
No, Jack.
In remembrance of the day.
All right, Fatty wants to go to a rave next week.